Your Jerry Lewis impersonation is amazing. That's all there is to it.
Wow.
Hello. Here we are. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Howdy, chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Chick. Maybe a rough day for me. I don't know.
Going to be a rough day for you? What's going on?
Oh,
Tell us all your symptoms.
I decided to take an alternate route in this morning.
Oh.
Well, that's going to throw you off. I don't know
Shake
why
things
you
up a
did
little
that.
bit?
Yeah, it's too boring to explain, but
You don't do well with shaking things up a little bit.
I really should know the town better. I made a wrong turn, had to do a U-turn. Then I made another wrong turn. It's really sad.
How many times have I said, get a driver?
Just ridiculous.
And I know you equate driving to independence and age, but you really do need. It's time.
They need to light up the street signs. That's
you
all.
get me a driver, I'll thank you for it, and you.
No, I enjoy driving. Just
Pretty much a straight shot from your house.
yeah, but I decided I was going to bypass one part of town. Then I went, and then I went.
He always has those wild assumptions about certain things.
I can tell you how to get around that camera if you want to know.
I'm not going through there at this time of day. Stuff like that.
Yeah. In any event, so I got out of my routine. There's a whole bunch of things out of my routine.
What else happened?
I've got a guest at the house. Therefore, the dog was in the wrong place when I got up. Just all kinds of stuff. And, of course, it feels like a Monday. It isn't. This is going to throw me all day. The larger point is, did you have a good weekend, Josh? Did you go to the lake?
No, that got canceled.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was at the lake. It was like 60 degrees and rainy. So, it's been postponed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
did you stay in town? Or?
I did, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and I fished for 3 days pretty much.
Get anything good?
Yeah. I caught like 30 fish, but nothing big at all. So I must have caught like the new fish. These were, the spawn happened a month or two ago, and I think I was their first bite.
Did you ever get the same one? You can tell it's the same one you just had.
There were a couple where I went, didn't I just catch?
What? Have you learned nothing?
If they send the young fish out there to see how the water is, go on there, boys. See what's going on.
Now, I may be a little off today, but I bet Godwin's even more off. Pat, I understand. I just heard you talking to Chick. I didn't get the whole story. Your CPAP machine is broken?
Yeah, my dog got chewed it, so I've been without it for a couple days.
Oh,
Oh, God.
It's a little different.
So that you don't get any sleep? Is that what's going on?
Maybe you're making too much out of it. You
You ever had
try
one of
not to
those
think about it.
days where when you're asleep, you don't feel like you're asleep, and when you're awake, you don't feel like you're awake? You ever have one of those days?
Yes, that's a sleep apnea.
Right?
Like, yeah.
It's just like, I know I slept, but I don't feel like I slept.
it didn't take.
It didn't take. That's a good way to put it.
And we've been talking about anxiety dreams, so I proceeded to have one last night, but it was a new one. Very complicated. The essence of it was I was in Manhattan.
Of course.
And now this gets a little bit stranger. In a treehouse.
Oh, okay.
Well, those are always fun.
And I didn't have any clothes, and I didn't have my phone, and I didn't know what to do.
You didn't just want to climb out of the treehouse in the middle of Manhattan?
Yeah, I was right there. First of all, it was a tree, which is rare.
So you're naked in a treehouse.
Yes, but I'm in Manhattan.
They grow in Brooklyn.
I do know that, but no, I was in Manhattan. It was very clear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and there was some woman was involved that I had just fled who had a baby.
Oh.
A new baby.
Oh, boy.
But again, I was naked in a treehouse.
There's like 17 anxiety.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Did the baby present a snotty countenance and a know-it-all attitude?
Yeah, apparently the baby was
your
mine.
baby?
Apparently, but it again didn't make a lot of sense. If you'd love to, we would love to hear from you. You can get a hold of us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. I do have a little quiz to start things off, if you don't mind. Let's get the blood flowing to the brain.
All right.
Yes, important.
And I'll let you know that I knew none of these.
You knew none of the questions.
None of the answers.
Answers.
Do you know what a gnomon is? Gnomon.
Yes, it's what you say to a Jamaican server when you don't want dessert.
Gnomon. That's the thing on a sundial that casts the shadow.
Is that right? A gnomon.
That is,
No kidding.
yeah, that's a
I
word.
thought it was a protractor.
Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I can see why that one went away.
Yeah, you don't. Rarely does one need that word.
Right.
And it does look like a protractor.
Thank you.
And there's a word for the heel of a sock.
Oh, what's that?
A heel.
Yeah, I would think go with heel.
Or possibly sock heel.
Yes.
Yeah.
The word is gore. G-O-R-E.
Well, no wonder he didn't get elected.
Hey, will you
What's
darn?
He's a heel.
Sock heel.
Will you
Yeah.
darn this gore?
Darn you, Gore.
Somebody said that at one point.
Yeah. Yes. They were while their husband was fixing the gnome on in the backyard. Sundale, I guess not very handy if it's cloudy.
Nope.
Yeah.
Ever give that any thought?
Remember Fred Flintstone had a wrist something?
Yes. The greatest.
What did they do? How did they make it to appointments on a cloudy day?
Yeah.
They must have, a lot of lateness.
No, this is just
All right,
an,
who pissed off the gods?
this is in the category fun fact. I don't know how to make it in the form of a question, but apparently bloodhounds cannot smell the difference between identical twins.
Interesting.
That is just weird.
That is weird.
I would think that they would have a different scent based on whatever soap, but okay. What do you call a group of jellyfish?
Jam?
Stingers.
I don't know.
Very, very good. A smack of jellyfish.
Not a Smuckers?
Where did you get this test?
This test comes from the Kalispell, Montana Kaleidoscope publication.
Anybody been stung by a jellyfish?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, knock on wood, nor have I.
And that's no, and
Apparently it
that's
sucks bad.
and that's. I guess it's not correct that you're supposed to urinate on it.
Right.
Yeah, that's been sadly debunked.
It has to be. I heard, Christy, it has to be a hot woman's fresh urine from the tap.
Really?
Yes.
That's what you heard, huh?
Yeah.
Squatting at a 35-degree angle.
Okay. This one, Josh, you may get. If anyone else gets it, I'll be impressed. Do you know what an Indo-cannibal is?
An Indo-cannibal is somebody who eats only somebody in their own tribe.
Nope. An Indo-cannibal is just the opposite of an outdoor cannibal.
You're actually both kind of right. An Indo-cannibal only eats their friends. An exo-cannibal only eats their enemies.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's...
Wasn't cannibal enough?
Yeah, when you're sitting around the fire with your buddies going, well, geez, I hope Grog doesn't eat me tonight.
Yeah.
I ruined his s'more. You may be pissed. What is a cerumen? C-E-R-U-M-E-N. Cerumen.
I don't know.
You've probably seen it in the last few days.
Cerumen.
Not sure.
Earwax.
Wow.
So earwax wasn't good enough?
Yeah, again, as Christy said earlier, I think we could go with heel for a sock rather than
Earwax works.
Gore.
a gore. We learned the word for that goop inside a zit. Sebum.
You
Sure.
didn't know that?
It's been around.
Yeah, that has been.
Do you know what a misomaniac is?
No, what's that?
Someone who hates everything.
Oh, I think I got
I
it.
know somebody like that.
I think I got a touch of that. Yeah.
And then the oddest of facts, I'm not sure I believe this one. Rubber bands last longer if you refrigerate them.
I've heard that.
Huh.
That makes.
Who cares about the length of time a rubber band? Can you imagine you go to somebody's house and,
Well-
hey, can you grab the cheese? It's next to my box of rubber bands.
Take care of the pennies. Dollars will take care of how much does it cost for new rubber bands?
Thank you to Rory for sending that to us.
I bet lobstermen care about rubber bands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
big, thick ones.
Yeah.
Rubber bands are the backbone of their industry.
Now, do you save those when you get a lobster? Do you save those and you put them
I'll
in your?
save the asparagus ones.
I say
You put them. You put them in that drawer in your kitchen that about every 10 years you go through. Oh,
I have a Ziploc bag.
I put them on the door handle to the pantry on the
My
inside.
grandma used to do that.
Yes.
That's smart.
You have a Ziploc bag full of old rubber bands.
I do, in case I need one, yeah.
You need to today. Now, don't forget this. Write it down.
All right.
Walk out into traffic at some point, please.
Do you have rubber bands in the drawer?
No, I don't.
I'll give you a ride home.
Actually, I bought rubber bands online.
What?
I need rubber bands. Yeah, I have like a whole bag of them.
I've never had to do that. I have
Me
a
either. I
Ziploc.
use them from the store.
Well, I guess I'm the idiot.
Most important use of rubber bands, anyone?
What's that?
Balsa wood planes. The ones that you had the rubber band on them, and
Man,
you
those
would
were cool.
you would twist the propeller, and they would take
Those
off.
were so cool. They flew so well.
Those are the best, yes. Now, coming up, we have a couple surprises today. I'll let you know what they are in a couple minutes, but right now,
Never work out.
it's no surprise that you want to be safe at home, and that's where Simply Safe comes in handy.
And you should know that with Simply Safe, they give you peace of mind. How much would you pay for that? And we trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios. We've got the system and the cameras up to keep watch over where we broadcast from. And millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security and greater peace of mind every time they arm their system. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection. It's AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If somebody's lurking around or acting suspiciously, Simply Safe agents see and talk to them in real time, activate spotlights, even contact the police, all before they have the chance to get inside your home. And there are no long-term contracts or cancellation fees. And monitoring plans start at around $1 a day. 60-day satisfaction guarantee, or your money back from Simply Safe. And visit simplysafetom.com right now for an all-time offer. 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan, and get your first month free. Never been a better time to go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chickster. Coming up, we're going to visit with Costaki Economopoulos, comedian, and a little surprise guest coming up later in the show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We have two gents with guitars. Another song from you today, Pat?
With a star like Edwin here?
Yes, you're a star.
Does it make you nervous?
Oh,
No, but
Pat's
I mean-
awesome. I'm singing on his album later.
Yeah, we're going to sing today.
Oh, really?
I hope you're charging the hell out of it.
God, I
Wait,
do
I'm
too.
supposed to make money doing
Oh, yes.
You're going to get a little something.
Is that right?
10 copies.
What song is he singing on? Maybe you could practice.
It's called This Life Is Killing Me, and it's a surprise. We're going to.
Oh, all right.
You'll hear it when we're done.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Now, you were mentioning the fact that you have a song that you sing at weddings.
Yes.
Oh, the curse.
It has been banned.
You want to hear that?
No, I just want you. The story is, I'm trying to remember. You're going to sing it for someone's wedding this Halloween. Is that correct?
Correct. Halloween night.
Somebody's getting married on Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
And every time you've done this song, the couples have gotten divorced. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Like 100%, right? This song's never failed.
I've done it for at least maybe 30 people, relatives, friends, and they've all gotten divorced.
30 for 30 then.
Yeah, at least 30 people.
Wow.
These people are aware of your stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
They think it's funny. They want to break the curse.
All right.
And they're all there. She's a really cool person, Michelle. I talked to her over the weekend, and they're all getting dressed up in Halloween costumes.
Oh.
They're having a wacky wedding on Halloween night.
Cool.
And they want to have something like this because they want to break the curse because they say their love is so strong.
All right.
This is the second song I've ever written, and it's got a nice little pleasant melody, but lyrically it's a little naive.
We'll just play a sample for our expert songwriter, Edwin McCain.
That means you're my golden inspiration.
It means nothing.
You're my hope, my navigation.
You're a Garmin.
You're a lighthouse when life turns stormy sea.
Big break.
Watch
When
this.
life turns stormy sea.
Yeah, we got the analogy now.
Watch this, Edwin.
No. I got more of a problem with the tense there.
Yeah.
There must be a tense
In
problem.
a wave of confusion, just look for me.
Nautical puns, huh?
I thought she was the lighthouse. Who's the lighthouse?
He is the singer.
He's the lighthouse.
You said you're my lighthouse, right?
No, I'm your lighthouse, right?
She's your
I don't know
Who's the lighthouse?
Ever watching, always guiding.
Always guiding.
Check my course, which way I'm riding.
What are you riding? You got a boat?
Oh, the horse drowned.
Could I do the song at least? Your lighthouse.
So you got the horse up on deck? Is that what I'm hearing?
Mexican Navy.
Yeah. I think it must be.
I'm being heckled by Edwin now.
Sorry.
Life's been stormy sea.
So she's your lighthouse.
I don't know anymore.
Okay.
Wish I were falling off a line.
I wish the lighthouse was on fire.
In a wave of confusion, just look for. Hold the note. Me, oh, you're my lighthouse.
I wish I was on a lighthouse with Willem Dafoe trying to kill me. That's what I wish.
Okay, so I'm confused. If you're confused, look for me. You're the lighthouse now? I don't know.
He always was the lighthouse.
Shut up, Christy Lee. Don't listen to the words, just listen to the music in me. Because the lyrics don't mean anything when you're 22.
Try singing I'll Be at some point.
I got the music in me.
Your lighthouse.
Your lighthouse when it showers. I'll be your lighthouse when it's night.
You'll be hearing from my attorney.
You're not going to sue you. He's just going to say, it was so embarrassing. Please stop doing it.
As a fellow songwriter, you must be silent. That's what the suit's going to be.
It was my second song.
Now, Edwin, how many times have you been asked to do one of your songs for a wedding?
A lot.
Have you done it a lot?
I've sung my songs at weddings. In fact, I've sung multiple weddings for the same person.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but after like the
don't judge us.
second, well, after the second marriage, then I'm out of songs and I have to learn other people's songs, and it's like,
You could always do Lighthouse.
right? I will. I'm going to start adding Lighthouse, and I'll put a stop to this wedding nonsense.
Isn't All Be possibly one of the biggest wedding songs of all time?
It's
sung a lot, right?
It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. I know the Filipinos call it their second national anthem.
No kidding.
Because of karaoke.
Oh, wow.
We went over there and played to like 20,000 seats in an arena, and you'd think that would be awesome, except for that's really the only song they like. So it's an awkward hour and 15 minutes till we get there,
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. This actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
No, Mr. Godwin did not have a lot of sleep. His CPAP machine is broken, so it's time for a quiz. Pat, do you remember what they call the thing that casts the shadow on a sundial?
Gnomon.
Very good. See, you're not as tired as you thought you were. I was concerned, but
Don't
you're...
be concerned. I'm doing my
I
best.
believe it was a gnomon, but that's fine.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, I didn't either, and I've got the piece of paper in front of me. Once again, Pat, a group of jellyfish is called a
Oh, I don't remember that one.
smack of jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the way you smack my ass. Oh,
I like this.
I love the dirty things you do.
Yeah, a little puddle of mud for that.
Oh, that is a fine song.
That's a dirty
have
little song.
control here.
Now, do you think? Would you like to play that during intimate activities, Chick?
I don't. I do. I enjoy that whole album, man. That's a
I
great
do,
album.
too.
We have a survey of what music is preferred during
I love the way you smack my. Oh, sorry.
of music that is enjoyed during intimate activities, and a couple of other things related to that same topic coming up. Is Costaki going to be in the building? Am I seeing that
He's not
correctly?
allowed.
Screen.
So he's going to be in the big screen. Okay.
Don't scare me like that.
Well, usually it says up there.
Oh, I see. It usually says Zoom.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, okay. We'll look forward to seeing him on the big screen. That way we don't have to deal with the odor issue.
He does.
Just
He has an
olives
odor.
and baklava.
Baco, thank you.
And grease. It's just grease.
Yes, it's just grease.
Yes,
Greasy
it's
man.
grease.
We'd like to read letters at this point in the show, just to show that we can respond to you, the people.
I got one from in the actual mail. Somebody put pen to paper.
Wow.
Snail mail.
I upset them so badly. This comes to us from Rob. Josh, you crapped on Chicago and houses with bullet holes, but look at the cities that are truly dangerous. Too ironic, he says. Well, let's take a look at what he sent in here. It's a printout from the 11 most dangerous cities in the U.S. I bet my hometown of St. Louis isn't even on here. It's number 1. Well, this is just, wait a minute. This is just crime rates, not murder rates. So I have taken the time to pull up the murder rates. And
no, is this per cap? Is this
Louis
per
is
capita?
also number 1.
Oh, sorry. St. Louis number 1. Okay, good. Now we
And that's the thing, is some of them are like, they measure them differently. I'm not disputing Rob, though. He's absolutely right.
I wasn't aware of this. Apparently, there is a vicious rivalry between St. Louis and the Cardinals and the Cubs, for starters, and both cities just hate each other. I had no idea until I met you.
I think it's because of the sports.
It must be, right?
Trust me, I have so many friends in Chicago. I actually have had wonderful times there. I just like busting balls. But when I do so incorrectly...
But to take the time and trouble to send us a paper and a stamp, the whole thing.
But that also just proves, somebody from St. Louis would have just let it go.
Oh.
Somebody from Chicago really has to shoot their mouth off and send in a letter. But
now, was this in the wake of the fact that the Pope is from Chicago and they're selling his house? Do we know what happened?
And so I said,
They haven't sold it yet. I don't know. I'll check it out.
may have remarked that there were bullet holes in the windows. Yeah.
I see.
May have.
A fine joke. Yeah, it's a Pope's house he's selling.
Let's see now. You were talking about anxiety dreams. I was a little behind on listening, but I got to tell you my dream. The dream is that I've moved, but I want to go back to my old house to remember where it was, but then I can't find my new house. I end up driving all over town and can't remember where I live now. Makes sense?
Wow.
Moving.
I'm concerned about this topic. It's already started with you having anxiety-related dreams.
Your dreams are getting
now
crazier.
You're giving me and my brain scenarios to run through while I'm dreaming. I don't know.
Again, I had a bizarre one where I was naked in a treehouse in Manhattan and didn't have my cell phone to call someone to get clothes.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
How do you get out of that?
Topic.
I don't know how I feel about somebody saying I'm a little behind in listening. I don't think we should read their letters. Only the people who are on it.
Here's what I've always said: every minute, every day. That's what we need to listen to the show. Every minute, every day.
Right.
Couldn't you fasten something out of the tree limbs to hide your modesty?
I don't know. I woke up and I was still naked in the tree.
We
I
don't
found
need
out
these.
about the Pope's house. If you
Oh, what's the
We don't need
latest?
these Johnny-come-latelys barging in with their 3 minutes a day listening. No, we don't need that.
The village of Dolden, Illinois has stepped up and they are going to acquire the childhood home. And if they can't work it out with the seller, they're going to just take it with eminent domain.
Ah.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
So,
They're
you
just
know,
going to take it.
If the seller would really be smart, he would sell it to them. So, there you
I see. So they're going to turn it into some kind of shrine or something?
well, they're working with the Archdiocese and other agencies to allow the home to be viewed and visited by the public as a historic site.
You had recommended Airbnb. I think that's the smart way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I assume people would want to.
Stay where the Pope
Yeah.
stayed.
Why not?
Or breakfast or the Pope breakfast.
Hey, by the way, so we're all right. So who's out now? People who are late. We're not going to read them. We're not.
No,
we're not.
stay up on the show.
We're not
Shut up, Pat.
rewarding.
We're doing this, Pat.
We're not rewarding tardiness anymore.
Exactly.
And also, I read that letter from Rob. No return address. A little cowardly.
Yeah.
He's out.
Yeah. I can't send him anything.
Yes, just put Rob, care of General Delivery, Chicago. He'll get it.
You know what it says? Idaho. Boise, Idaho.
Oh, again?
on
What
the,
is up with Idaho? We
I
need
know.
to move out there.
We just have to go.
A lot of
We
mail.
would be gods in Idaho.
Now, this one, Josh, you're the source of this activity. Josh had been discussing, writes, Adam, his activity called garaging. Now, this is where you guys would drive around.
I would give anything to find this one night on my NBC Nightly News. Oh, there's a new crime sweeping America, and they're calling it garaging.
Well, you explain it, please.
We would drive around, my buddies and I, when we were too young to be drinking legally, and we would look for open garages, ideally with a refrigerator in them. And what we would do is park, run into the open garage, steal the beer out of the refrigerator, and leave. Yeah.
Easily, you could get shot. So stupid.
There were many. It's very illegal. Breaking and entering, burglary, robbery, like
and
all those things.
And you did get
And that's
caught.
how you found out about that, because you were arrested.
That's right. But it was so fun, I'd do it again.
Adam is in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
What an idiot.
He said, we would go to the local grocery store and purchase Little Debbie brownies, the ones with the nuts.
Yeah.
Then he writes in paren, that's a very important detail.
Okay.
So when I read that, I thought, where's this going? I had no idea.
Those are delicious, by the way.
Then we would go to Goodwill and buy the cheapest woman's purse we could find. Then we would smash all the brownies together to form a turd-like
Oh, I
sphere.
see how it caught your eye now.
All right. Yeah.
Then we would put it in the purse, drop it in a busy parking lot. The people would pick up the purse, look in it, and think they had found a huge turd. The look on their face was priceless.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Then that doesn't hurt anybody, does it? That's a crime-free
Oh, my God,
gag.
a huge turd. Why don't they just have a pet dog and go out in the backyard and put...
Oh, no,
Do they call that pursing?
He doesn't explain. I guess that would be the way to go with that.
So
Tom, you and I have to try this.
that's the payoff. You're sitting around waiting for somebody to pick up a brownie-filled, is that poop purse? Is that right?
Yes. Just
Get a life.
The look on their face.
Oh, no, we're doing it. We're going. I'll get everything together. You just have to meet me at the busy parking lot.
Okay. Hello.
All you have to do is giggle. Yeah.
Hello, if you're just joining us, thanks for being here. This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. It's a great pleasure to be here. Any more letters over there?
I've got one about Josh. I was listening to a radio station this morning, and Sentimental Lady came on, Josh. I just thought about him singing out of his nose as Bob Welch.
How does that
People,
work? It's,
people love that.
what are the words?
Sentimental, gentle one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Very, very nasal.
I noticed that Tom's keyboard has giant letters on it.
That's correct.
I thought you don't need glasses anymore. What's with the giant letters? You feel more comfortable with giant letters, don't you?
Yeah, I've always had them. I like them that way. These are actually, let's see, this one came that way. You can also buy, for those of you, you can buy stick-on letters. My one at home, I bought these gigantic stick-on letters.
And you, what did you, took an afternoon?
Yeah, no
Put
kidding.
new stick-on letters
Some
on
tweezers, and a jeweler's loop.
I did have to use tweezers because I got one of them a little bit misaligned. Then I had to get some rubber cement. Yeah, I like having the big
teddy bear picnic playing in the background.
Right.
I actually wrote a letter
There's more of it.
to the company that makes this, because this is wireless.
So does those keys come that way, right? You didn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
that one.
this one comes with the big letters, and it's wireless. But I wrote them a letter asking if they made one that was wired.
That's the oldest letter I've ever heard of. An oversized
because
keyboard
Yeah.
consumer
because
wants the wire.
this thing automatically turns itself off. So when I'm in a hurry, I'll type something, and the first 4 or 5 letters won't go.
Yeah, that is.
I'm putting letters on my keyboard there. They're bigger letters than they used to be. They're big letters, big letters. I like big letters.
So I wrote the company.
And what'd they say?
They don't make one. See, I have a wired one, but the wired one has
That would be backwards, wouldn't it?
the wired one has that flange on the right that has the numbers on it, and I don't have room for that over here.
Aren't you tired of the ease and convenience of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi? Isn't it time to bring wires back into your
Does
life?
the lack of a cable frighten you?
No, but see, the wired ones, there's no delay. If I were to type something right now into this, it wouldn't work for like 5 seconds.
What are you the delay is negligible.
Not when you're doing a radio show and you need to know immediately.
No, that's,
What do you?
No.
What's the key to it? Can you tap the keyboard
Yes.
just anywhere?
The key is take 2 fingers and hit the space bar and go. But I always forget to do that, and then I'll look up and I'll have typed in Sinatra, and all I have is A. That happened earlier this morning. I was looking up something about Frank. Now, this is an important letter.
My God, man.
This is another important letter. This comes to us from Terry in a place called Converse, Indiana.
Oh, but they have nice shoes.
That's where
there.
Chuck Taylor comes
They
from. right?
apparently named after the shoes. I enjoy your show so much. I've been listening since day one. You've made me laugh even on rough days. Through 2 divorces, a motorcycle accident, and a heart attack with quintuple. Is that how you pronounce that?
Did you write this letter?
Quintuple bypass surgery. I didn't. I never had a heart attack and only had 1 divorce.
That's all 5.
I did have a motorcycle accident and got my chest opened up. You guys got me through some tough times. Then he says, no real point to this email. Just a few words to let you know how much I appreciate you. You guys feel like family to me, writes Terry.
No, we're not. Okay.
One thing, though.
What?
You want to? Maybe you should read the end, Josh, because you're going to think I made it up.
Okay.
The last couple of sentences there.
Sure. Let's
Terry
see
goes
here.
on to say,
One thing, though, Tom is absolutely right about the lisp in the song Me and Mrs.
Oh, come on. He's
Terry.
not. We've settled this.
I don't know how you can't hear it.
Okay, well, here it is, folks. You judge for yourself. This is the special version with the music removed, isolating the vocal. Very clearly, he says mytheth.
no, he doesn't.
It's unbelievably obvious.
No, it's not.
No.
Love that song, by the way.
Mrs. is plain as day.
Mytheth.
Mrs.
Well,
is
thank you,
plain as
Terry.
day.
Billy Paul is famous also. Why? His mom invented the ease of frozen seafood.
Mrs. Paul's?
Of course, Mrs. Paul.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. That's a talented family.
His father was at sea.
And I've said this before. I've always
Paul.
disliked fish sticks.
Fish sticks are great.
Apparently, they've come a long ways. But I haven't had a fish stick since probably the late 60s.
Yeah, they've come a long way.
Never liked them.
Then.
Mommy, what are the hoi polloi eating? Are they having fish sticks?
But I-
hoi polloi poor or rich?
Rich.
I do love every
they?
form of chicken nugget and other. Those are great.
Krista, you raved about the Mrs. Paul's clam strips, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm a huge clam strip. I'm a connoisseur of clam strips, honestly.
Did you try them?
No, I've never had them.
Oh, they're so good.
What is a clam strip?
Well, what do you
Breaded
think it is?
clams.
Yeah, they're breaded clams. They look kind of like.
I thought.
And-
Sorry, my mind is in the wrong place.
Now, with the air fryer, I bet they're even 10 times better.
You were thinking some sort of flies paper. weren't you?
I thought a clam strip was something of a anatomical.
Some exotic shaving, I would think.
Ah, yes, like the landing strip.
Right.
Yeah, she's got the clam strip. Goes sideways.
In our white trash
You know what? That's what it's
background,
called from now on. We're calling it.
in our white trash background, the clam strips at the Howard Johnson's were quite a treat.
I always heard tell of those.
Oh, they were good.
I only got them at the Po Folks.
Yeah.
I was
they were
never
so
at a
good.
Howard Johnson. It was too
Really?
too uppity for me.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
And hoi polloi, the common folk.
Yes, it does mean common.
oh, it does.
It does, I thought.
I know you'd think it sounds like it means
Sounds
rich
like a
people.
bougie thing.
That was the opposite.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Hoi polloi are the common folk.
Okay.
So your mother would say hoi polloi. Don't be around my son, hoi polloi.
No, hardly. No, my mom was among the hoi polloi.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No.
Intensely.
Oh yeah, one of 8 kids during the Depression. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but
She married out of the hoi polloi.
yeah.
married well.
That's how she.
Found a witty gent.
I heard she trapped your father. Some would say.
Back then, people said she married above her station.
Oh, yes.
When she met she met my father in bed.
I bet she did.
How so?
He was recovering from polio.
Oh.
And a guy named Frank Kasdorf. My father loved telling this story. He was too cheap to take. It was the Depression to take someone on a nice date, so he would take ladies over to talk to my dad because he was so funny.
No.
But my father actually met my mother in bed.
And wooed her.
Yeah.
Sort of inadvertently or whatever.
So
but
your mom was dating Frank.
Frank.
Brought his.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, the name Frank Kasdorf. If you could get my sister on the phone and you say, who's Frank Kasdorf? She'd immediately know who it was. She may be listening right now in England. Janny, if you're listening, call me.
Wow.
Let's not get carried away. We don't have the kind of time to talk to her on the phone. I don't have half a day.
Did you guys watch the Indy 500?
Yes.
Yes, sure did. Yeah, what do you want to know?
There was a terrific commercial for Splenda. I don't know if you saw it. That was one of the funniest commercials. And there was a race going on, and there was a Java House car at one point.
All three of them were right there. 1, 2, 3.
Out front. Java House is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show, the official refreshment of the Bob and Tom Show. A friend of mine at the track came up to me and he said, I'm so glad you turned me on to Java House. Every morning I start with Java House, making my life a lot easier because it's peel and pour, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is, it's the size of a ramekin. What else? What is a good thing to compare this to? It's kind of like a Keurig cup, but you don't put it in a machine.
Right.
You just peel the top off, pour it in, add hot water, you got hot coffee or tea. Or ice water for a delicious iced tea. Just peel and pour. They've got all kinds of stuff. Energy drinks, hydration drinks, and someone on our staff really enjoys their hot cocoa, which is why we have none left. Sorry, Josh. It's time to break with the brewer and the brewing machine. Check out Java House. They have a deal, as they say, one cannot refuse. Go to javahouse.com. Promo code is Bob and Tom, one big long word, and get a staggering 25% off your order. We're getting love letters now from folks that have tried Java House. It's JAVA, javahouse.com, the promo code Bob and Tom, all one word, to get 25% off your order. It's easy, it's delightful and delicious, and as it says right here, right there, it says, like we had in the song, amazingly smooth. This is the Java House Cold Brew Colombian, and find out about the delights of non-bitter coffee thanks to cold brew. And some great runs by the Java Hose. Is that what I said? I meant to say Java House. The Java Hose. Boy, if you like that much coffee, turn the hose on. The coffee's ready.
Yes, Ed Carpenter, Christian Rasmussen, and Alexander Rossi had a scary moment during the race. But
you mean the fire?
Yeah, that'll
By the way,
get your attention.
Do you think he was slightly pissed? But then he was fine about 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Very eloquent when he spoke. Thanks, Java House. We certainly appreciate you being part of our show.
Yeah, we do.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
And we've had a wonderful morning because we have a terrific guest in the studio. He's sitting next to Christy Lee. It's a veteran of many years with a guitar. a guy who...
I think you're going to say bottle.
Pat, I tried.
Well,
this is why I get the reputation of being the dick in the show. But no, I'm trying to do something nice.
No, you are the dick on the show.
There's no
Oh, yeah.
reputation.
Who put the dick on the show?
And blamed it all on me.
See, this is...
I'm not going to say anything until I'm introduced.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pat
Pat Daly is here with us.
Thank
Pat,
you. Good
Thank
morning,
you.
everybody. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pat.
No,
Pat,
Frank, good to see you.
You do an annual residency, if you will, at Sloppy Joe's. That's the place that does the famous Hemingway lookalike contest every year.
Yeah.
And you could actually...
And you win every year,
You
don't
could
you?
certainly place in that.
They've been after me for a lot of years to do that. And now I say I'm too old. He shot himself last year.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
Please.
Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Oh, I can't read the paper. It's too small.
Must be the martinis.
Okay.
Would you
Where's
like,
that music stand?
would you like chicks
Okay, here we go.
readers?
Here we go.
You want my
Missouri-
cheaters?
Okay, let me start over. Okay, Ohio is having a blizzard. Missouri is having a flood. Most of the South is having a drought. And Malibu's having a slide in the mud. San Francisco is having an earthquake. They say she won't last through the year. The whole country is reeling in recession, and I'm having one more beer. Oh, I'm having one more cold one till the news and the blues disappear. The world's on the brink. There's time for a drink, and I'm having one more beer.
Oh, yes.
wait. My sister is having a breakdown. My son is having a toke. My dad is having his old emphysema, and I feel like having a smoke. My buddy is having a sexual crisis. He's smiling at me kind of queer.
Uh-oh.
My secretary's having her pregnancy test, and I'm having one more beer. I'm having one more cold one till it all hits the wall and disappears. My wife's having fitsin' and cat's having kitsin', and I'm having one more beer. My daughter is having her nose pierced. My mom is having her butt tattooed. My brother is having an affair with my wife.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's the one getting screwed? So if you're having heart palpitations about the way things are heading around here, just give that waitress a pat and tell her that I'm having one more beer. Yeah, geez, I'm gonna have to practice that one.
I love that song.
I couldn't read my words.
That's
there.
all right.
I don't know why. I gotta get them up this close now.
Stick around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The beer?
So check it out.
He took his dog, everybody.
Well, he's not allowed to have beer. It's a long story.
Just small samples.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold, Pat Conwood, Christy Lee, Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
I lost a lot of money on the Indy 500. My bookie is really on me. I bet $1,000 on Simon Pagino.
Yeah.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
He wasn't in it this time.
I don't know why he let me take that bet.
Did he like
'Cause he's a
giggle or
bookie.
didn't giggle or anything? Just said, oh, yeah.
I said I wanted to bet 500. He goes, why not $1,000?
Why not $1,000?
Now, we had a news story last week about the end of the penny.
Yeah.
I guess they've shipped the last, what do they call them? The blanks?
The
What are
blanks.
Slugs, whatever they are.
But they print the
And
penny.
they're going to stamp them out, but it would it cost something like 3.5 cents to make it.
3.7 cents. For every penny made.
Yeah.
Sounds like
That's stupid.
That sounds like the untrained ear. It sounds like a deficit.
I mean, if you think about it, if we're trying to cut costs, there you go.
They got to go. They got to go. Yeah.
When I was in high school, I worked in electronics at Walmart. We worked with a girl that collected wheat pennies.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they're the two stalks of wheat on
the back of the penny?
Yeah.
She picked up every penny she saw. We used to super glue pennies around the department store floor so she'd try to pick them up.
Well, that's hilarious. She tore a nail off one time. That was real funny.
And she'd cry.
She loved turns.
This is from Josh, the paintball pro. Thank you, Josh. Do you want to check out things at the sports desk?
Well, we've got this. The Indianapolis 500 set a new record for their purse for the fourth consecutive year. First, Tom, I look at the purse.
Jay Giles Band.
IndyCar announced yesterday total purse for the 109th running of the race reached $20,283,000.
That's a sweet, sweet purse.
Yeah.
First-time winner Alex Palou taking home $3.8 million. And this year's purse marks the largest in the race history, continuing a trend of increasing payouts over the last few years. Average payout for drivers, $596,500. That's up from last year's $543,000.
Wow.
Wonder how much he gets of that 3.8.
Probably depends on the country. Oh, he's from Spain, so he gets paid in pesos.
Oh.
So the exchange rate's very, very unfavorable. Poor guy. No idea.
Spain.
Pesos, Mexico, but
Spain,
okay.
pesos.
Hey, it's all in Spanish. You know something? What do you think I am? Some kind of a scholar?
Pato is from Mexico. That'd be
Pato is from Mexico.
correct.
Alex
Is from Spain.
from
Is that
Spain.
your neighbor?
Yeah, Pato lives down the street. He's got a white German Shepherd and a Welsh Corgi. His
Cool.
his lady friends are walking the dogs all the time.
Sophie said, "Hey, tell Tom if he wants somebody to walk his dogs, I'm available."
She likes that Pato.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Very, very handsome young man, nice guy.
Don't they worship a stone god in Spain? I think
Many areas, yeah.
that's what I thought.
Stone God.
That's in Spain. I thought that was in Mexico.
Oh, well, that goes without saying. But Spain, yes, yeah.
Where does Thailand come into this at all? No?
Who has the big statues of the faces?
Easter Island?
What country is that?
Stonehenge.
That
Is that its own country?
That's in Barmuglia.
Welcome to
Oh, Barmuglia.
That's right.
our new show, What's the Deal with Geography? It's the Bob and Tom Show. SGA, the MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, had 40 last night, 10 rebounds, 9 dimes, and a swell performance. And the Oklahoma City Thunder rebound from a 42-point loss by beating the Timberwolves 128-126 last night in Minneapolis. Oklahoma City now a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals. Tonight, Game 4 between the Pacers and the Knicks in Indianapolis. Pacers still hold a 2-1 lead in that best of 7. Knicks come back over the weekend from 20 points down.
Yeah, that was tough.
To win that game. That was difficult to watch if you're a Pacer fan, and I don't know how you could be a thinking, caring individual and cheer for anyone but the Pacers. If you're on the Knicks side, I feel real sorry for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They're all pro-disease, terrible people.
And Indiana
the Brunson
Fever.
guy can't stand him.
Knicks fans.
I hear in New York they have tree houses in New York where naked people are just laying around in
That's right.
It's got to stop.
Without cell phones. It's just filthy,
yeah.
filthy people. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark will miss at least 2 weeks now after straining her left quad during Saturday's 90-88 loss to the Liberty. Coach Stephanie White told reporters she was not sure exactly when Caitlin was injured, but was told after the game she had something going on with her leg. An MRI confirmed the diagnosis. Caitlin's absence could wind up being a big blow for one of the league's title favorites. It's the first time in Miss Clark's career she's missed a game after playing in all 40, both playoff games last season and the first 4 games this season. She did miss Indiana's first preseason game with a leg injury this year.
No, get better quick.
Let's see. This is a story just for Tom. Novak Djokovic says this is a relatively easy call with the French Open coming up. He says it's the French Open.
Is that how you French?
Oh, yeah.
Open it up.
That's something.
They hate it. Oh, every woman hates it.
Up top. maybe.
They're saying they're making a mistake by bypassing the electronic line calling used at most big tennis tournaments now, and instead of remaining old school by letting line judges decide whether serves or other shots land in or out.
And you have to ride horses to get there.
Other players seem to share his view. Plenty of sports, soccer, baseball, now the NFL, with that dumb chip in the ball are replacing or at least help. I say they keep the chain gang. They're making this too non-human. I don't care for it, Tom. Sorry, I'm an NFL purist.
Yeah, I think
Bring back sudden death.
Now with gambling.
What?
With gambling going on, people want the correct decisions. That's the key to all this. They don't want some line judge to go, let's see now. I think that one missed. I happen to have $1 million francs on Djokovic.
I heard...
Tom's right. Gambling didn't exist before all these rules.
Did you hear this? I heard a bookie over the weekend for the Indianapolis 500 took somebody's bet for $1,000 on Simon Pagenaud. Did you hear this?
Yeah, Simon's not racing anymore.
Simon wasn't.
I didn't know that. He's always been my favorite.
He's a hell of a driver. He won the race.
A nice man.
Yeah. No.
Only winner to win it while smoking.
Yes.
Oh, because he's French.
He's French. He has to smoke.
Gosh, that's so funny. Him ashing out the window every now and again.
Well, there was a famous NASCAR. There was a famous NASCAR guy that would smoke during yellows.
Yeah.
Really?
What's behind me is of no concern.
Well, we will continue to let the good times roll, if you will.
John Halliburton making news. We'll talk about Tyrese's dad. We'll come back.
Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. But I was just talking about things that are disappearing, like the sound of a typewriter is going away. I get it. I mean, I understand all this stuff, but like that little ding when you pull in the gas station, if you're under a certain age, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
How true.
Just things.
Remember when they used to give you all kinds of things when you got gasoline, like glasses?
That's what Bill was talking about. Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Even albums and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you went to school at a certain age, you wouldn't remember what albums were or certain things. I mean, I saw a list of those things the other day with people that have.
They're all disappearing.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Totally gone. You know, customer service now is everybody can understand, but nobody can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I understand, sir. Yes, I know. There's nothing we can do. That's just how. I was on a plane and they had the intercom turned all the way up to like 10, and it's right above me, like blowing out my eardrum.
Yep. Yeah.
So I asked the stewardess, I go, is there any way you can turn it down? She's like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. It's like, really? They installed an intercom at 10 without a volume?
There's no volume.
They're going to listen to it, and they're going to deal with it. That's how we're doing it on this airline.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hate flying. I hate flying like Nigerians hate spam filters. You know what I'm saying?
There's a...
We have to do a little stunt here. We're going to try something. Chick McGee. We have a news story about a woman that
Tried to steal a case of beer between her legs
in a grocery store in
Did you see that?
Zachary, Louisiana.
In Chick's defense, this is bigger than a case.
Now,
Well, you know, we have some Keystone Light there. And
Chick
it's
is putting on a...
It's a 30-pack.
It is a 30-pack.
I've noticed that. So that's 6 more than what she was trying to steal.
Well,
that is one great-looking dress, Chick.
Where'd you get that?
You know what you need? One of those magic turbans that the ladies would wear.
Uh-huh.
You mean the turby?
Is that what it was called?
It's called the turby, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have one of those at home. I could have brought it in for you.
Oh, look
if you had
at
that,
you.
you'd look like a chick has the muumuu on.
Is that a?
Go ahead.
A chick is removing his trousers because they were holding back on the.
Oh, wait, a little too much. A little too much.
Too much.
Okay, so you're leaving your underpants on because that's kind of see-through. We don't want to scare anybody. All right.
Look at that. No, we don't scare anybody.
Yesterday.
Do you want to try the 12-pack first of soda? Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Now you're nonchalantly walking through a convenience store.
Okay. You reach over, you cram the 12-pack between your legs.
And then you try
walking.
Oh.
No.
Oh, a little easier without the pants, isn't it, chick? Yeah. He's
walking.
That's how she was walking.
Oh, I know. Look at that.
You're walking real slow, short
is
steps.
Exactly what
Look like
That for me today.
you look like you're trying to hold back some kind of bowel
Yeah,
eruption.
can I get the door for you, ma'am?
I'll have a little trouble.
I can see that.
Could
let
you
me help you out?
Thank you.
once again,
You
this
look
is
a little like an old lady.
This is from Zachary,
Now, how long
Louisiana.
could you? Well, that's
Can't see the 12-pack.
that's a 12. See,
Wow.
you should have gone with the 12er.
A lovely day. Thank you.
Now, could you make
That's
it?
a magic
Could you make
trick.
it to your car? Do you think?
Wow.
Say there are no stairs. Say there are no stairs, and you can make it right to your car.
It's starting to chafe.
Is it?
Okay.
Well, you know what?
I'm starting to lose it a little bit.
Okay, I'll try removing the 12-pack. Let's
Okay.
try to go with the case.
All right. Oh.
Is the case of beer cold or is it
I'm not
warm?
stealing anything. Whoops. Well, that's embarrassing.
Hey, it looks like your water broke.
Okay, now once again, we're trying to duplicate a robbery here.
Now this is going to be a challenge because this actually is that is heavier.
That's a
That's a 30 of
30
Keystone
pack
Light.
of Keystone
And
Light.
that's probably. Well, I'll bet it's darn close to
30 pounds?
30
She's
pounds.
shoving it between us. By the way, I need to say this: the muumuu is courtesy of Dean's Aunt Rosetta.
Aunt Rosetta, wow.
A chick has bent over. He's cramming the 30-pack between his legs. Try walking.
I just saw that. Oh,
Walk over to the microphone over there.
I can't. What else you want me to do?
You're doing okay.
Ow.
Now, man, see,
Can't do it. It's too heavy.
Okay.
it's too heavy. I think it's too wide.
You think
because,
you could do 24?
She had the narrow.
Yeah.
She had the 12-pack of cans.
The nice thing about the Keystone Light there, it's
more like a
30, big and wide.
like a cube.
6 heavier.
Yeah,
But
well, of course it is.
You have to hand it to her, though, for not just grabbing a 6-pack and going for it. She went all the way.
Right.
By going for the
24.
can pack.
I can't tell you how striking you are in that outfit.
Yes, you have to watch our TV show just to see it.
It smells womany.
Smells old.
Well, again,
It's Costaki. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Oh! What did the judge say when the skunk came into the courtroom?
Odor in the court.
His joke of the day.
That'll be getting told in courts throughout the country.
Odor in the court.
Oh, man.
Event Center. She's got 2 shows coming up on July 26th. You know, if she married that guy Wallen, she'd be Leanne Morgan Wallen.
Do you feel like you've done a good job today?
Are you still in the treehouse?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I got naked mail here.
Naked mail.
Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Yeah, I was just speculating. There's Morgan Wallen, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's the comedian,
Leanne
Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be Leanne Morgan Wallen.
No, she'd be Leanne Morgan Wallen.
Wallen. Okay, good. Sorry.
Not Wallen.
We've been talking about weird dreams. And I had
Never mind.
I had a very odd dream last night. Again, I was in a treehouse in Manhattan.
Right.
Naked. Didn't have my phone.
Doesn't that sound like a Philip Roth novel? Treehouse in Manhattan.
Yes.
Yeah. Got this one. This letter comes to us from Buckhorn, California.
Hi, Buck. How are you?
Buckhorn.
Todd.
Oh,
I have a recurring dream. I'm in the nearest city, which is 60 miles away. I'm totally naked. Running home, cutting through yards full of people.
And just trying not to be spotted as you run 60 miles?
Because the problem is I was gifted with a Greek statue penis.
Oh.
Little nod to Pat Godwin. Oh. I have this dream about once a month.
Whoa.
P.S. I'm not even a runner. That is an odd dream. But thank you very much for sharing that with us. We always appreciate it. We're going to head back to the sports page with Chick McGee over there. Chick, what's happening?
Tyrese Halliburton's father will be allowed to attend Game 4 tonight of the Eastern Conference Finals in Indianapolis, meaning his ban from attending Pacer games following that on-court confrontation with Giannis during the Bucks series has ended. John Halliburton is expected to be seated in a suite tonight. They call it a suite because it's sweet. The Pacers host the Knicks, Game 4 tonight. Hopes of avoiding a repeat of what happened in the first round against the Bucks. John Halliburton ran onto the court and yelled at Giannis, and Giannis just kind of stared at him. Last-second layup by his son in overtime to eliminate the Bucks. Game 6 against the Knicks would be in Indianapolis if necessary, if they don't win tonight, and then take it back to MSG. So we will see what happens.
Do the Splenda people have a suite?
I don't know.
You would think so.
Because then it would be sweet.
The sweet.
See, it's sweetener, you see.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a sweet.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much.
This is called... Josh, help me with this one.
All right.
Okay? This is called the Enhanced Games.
Oh, like the steroid Olympics?
The sports festival that will allow athletes to use performance-enhancing drugs, apparently until it comes out of their ears. It's set to kick off next year in Las Vegas. I think the key to this is set to kick off next year in Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
The competition is scheduled for Memorial Day at resorts in Vegas next year, swimming, track and field, and weightlifting. Athletes will compete for up to $500,000 in purses per event.
Wow.
With bonuses starting at $250,000.
A lot of prolapsed ani, I imagine. With
International, yes. International Olympic Committee and WADA, the World Anti-Doping Association, have panned the idea, as you might imagine. And IOC said through a spokesperson, if you want to destroy any concept of fair play and fair competition in sports, this would be a good way to do it.
I mean, you're going to have... So someone could die.
Yeah, there could be potential heart explosions.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I mean, it takes a lot of balls, although very small ones, I suppose. Don't those shrink your balls?
They say apparently. There's some...
A lot of back acne.
That's what they say.
The long bones in your body would cause you. It might break a leg trying to lift something. You wouldn't know, right?
God.
Wouldn't there be all kinds of liability problems?
I probably.
I guess you signed off.
I think Chick may be right. This may be...
I think they put this out early enough, so how much flack are we going to get back? So
now, what if you don't fail the drug test? You're not eligible? I'm sorry. You're clean. You've got to fail. You have to fail the drug test to compete. We want to watch someone's heart explode on national television.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No.
I was in the voice of the guy.
There's
testing.
all kinds of videos, of weightlifting videos of guys lifting up stuff and their legs collapsing. And,
or they just faint.
They break in their neck and they get their trachea. And,
a lot of ego.
How about different drugs then instead of steroids?
Oh.
Yeah, like track and field on LSD.
Stupid.
They're all just running.
Stupid world.
The gun goes off. One guy drops to the ground. They got me. No. They're lizards. They're flying lizards in the air.
I was right the first time.
Stupid world record.
The heroin games. A lot of throwing up.
Our boy, Joey Chestnut, has broken his own popcorn eating world record during an event at something called a Rural King in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Love Rural King.
Joey had 42 servings of popcorn in 8 minutes.
Oh.
Boy, I bet he's still flossing.
You never got to see the movie. That sucks.
Strategy all about chugging water with every swallow to help the popcorn go down.
Oh, Pat, you kind of asked about that. If they were going to dunk. Yeah.
And locking into a rhythm to push his body to the limit.
Yeah.
Now Joey has over 55 world records around eating and 16 Nathan's hot dog eating contests titles under his belt.
Nobody can take that away. He's a champ.
And how many bags of popcorn?
I don't know. It doesn't say how many bags.
Okay. What exactly is Rural King?
Oh,
it's great. It's hardware store, seed,
farm store.
Oh, okay.
Baby
fast food
chicks.
place.
Yes.
You can get your dogs vaccinated there for
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff with animals.
Yeah,
Oh, cool. I'm with Pat. I thought it was like a gas station or
No, if you get a chance, go.
a hamburger place.
It's a wonderful ag store.
Yeah, it's really a great store.
Okay. This says he downed 42 servings. Doesn't say how big the servings were. But
Boy.
if it's movie theater popcorn, 42, what is that, $17,000?
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's cosigner.
Okay. I wonder how he preps for a colonoscopy.
It takes a while, I would guess.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a healthy eater in between events?
I think doesn't he say he just doesn't eat for a while?
Yeah.
After an event or something?
Yeah.
But
Then doesn't he drink a lot of water?
I'm sure.
Before to get that thing, to get it all expanded down there.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, Joey, we'll look forward to seeing you next time. I wonder how I'd like to. Next time he's here, we have to ask him with respect to what is the worst thing to have to eat and the easiest.
I think he said last time shrimp was the
Yes.
easiest.
He said shrimp is his favorent and easiest.
It really digests like almost instantaneously.
Remember one time he said he had trouble with a kale eating.
Didn't he hate kimchi too? Wasn't that one of them? Yeah.
That would have to be hard.
Yeah.
Is that the smell of the kimchi
And the spice and I'm sure a lot of that
Ferments in your stomach.
that cabbage in the digestive system.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's got to wreak havoc on the duodenum.
Oof.
Oh, fancy word.
Oh yeah. It's part of your large
What does that
intestine.
mean exactly?
Part of your large intestine.
I've always said duodenum.
Yeah, that's. I had a teacher who said both were fine, so you're good.
Oh, all right.
Duodenum?
Yeah.
How's that spelled?
D-U. It's long. It's
Do what did he
Dumb. Did he do? Now, Dua Lipa. Who wouldn't want to eat that?
Jeez, Tom.
Oh my God.
You just can't.
That really doesn't can't be taken more than one way, can it?
Oh, can't. There's no subtlety in it.
And don't get me wrong. I am on your side. Believe me.
I'm salivating.
Pure objectification.
boy.
That.
100%.
Wouldn't eat that.
That and it. And
What you want to do it all?
I'm proud of you, Tom. Good for you for letting the world know.
Duodenum. What is it again? Duodenum. What is it?
Duodenum or duodenum, yeah.
Yeah, duodenum sounds like a car part. You know, they won the race. They had the duodenum. They rigged it.
You gotta replace
Those Penske boys, they just get in trouble all the time. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Men today face a lot of pressure to perform and keep it together. And apparently we have 6 million men in the United States that currently suffer from depression, often undiagnosed. And as they say, the struggle is real, and real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying out there. That's where therapy comes in, and that's where BetterHelp may be useful for you. If you're a man and feeling the weight of the world, talk to somebody. And, of course, this also applies to women. But a therapy, there's a thing going on out there that is called Break the Stigma. And what it's about is about acknowledging the fact that it's okay to seek counseling. And that's where BetterHelp comes in. They represent some 35,000 therapists, and millions of people have been doing this. And it's been around for about 10 years now. It's the largest online therapy provider in the world. It can provide access to mental health professionals with, by the way, a lot of different fields of expertise. So check it out. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show, and you'll get the first 10%. The fee for the first month will be reduced by 10% if you add that /BT Show. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT Show. The therapy is accessed online, so it's a lot more convenient. Once again, the details, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, comedian Costaki Economopoulos, race car driver David Malukas, officially now second in the 109th running of the Indy 500, a guy from Chicago and a very talented race car driver. We'll look forward to seeing from him what it's like to be in such an incredible event. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Alex and Christian are both great competitors. That doesn't always translate to a smooth workplace.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Boom. Productivity around here? Not smooth. Excuse me 1 second, guys. That's it. One of you get me a coffee.
Want a barista quality coffee fast? With Java House, you just peel, pour, and enjoy. No complicated brewer needed. Amazingly smooth. Not smooth.
And I asked Frank if he could sing, and the answer is not really.
Probably you're correct.
But I thought if we provided you with some great song lyrics, the song Piano Man, you could perhaps go through this with your various famous people doing it. And I have a random list here. So I hope this isn't unfair, but let's just try this right now with the lyrics to Piano Man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's comedian Frank Caliendo. I'm sorry, it's John C. Reilly.
Oh, I think I could probably sing this one. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man. It's better than you thought it was going to be, isn't it? Sitting next to me.
How about nice, John? How about Morgan Freeman?
To his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes.
How about Tracy Morgan?
La da 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 da.
That would have been better as me. Da, 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 da.
Okay, Paul Giamatti.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right.
Adam Sandler.
Here we go. Now, John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with that joke. would I light up? I smoke, but there's someplace that he'd rather be.
Jeff Goldblum.
He says, Bill, I believe this is what? It's killing me. There's a smile right away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be, a movie star if I could get out of this place. Yeah.
But John Madden. Speaking of sports, Mel Kiper Jr.
Now, Paul, talking about a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. It's been too much time doing his thing, and he's talking with Davey, who's still in the Navy. You know, the fact of the matter is probably going to be for life. And the waitress, tremendous job talking politics, and the businessmen, they're slowly getting stoned. Tremendous job, probably going to keep them lower in the draft. Yes, and sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than what? Drinking alone.
Seth Rogen.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man, I guess. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. I got something that makes me feel all right, too.
How about Al Pacino for an ending here?
It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. And the manager gives me a smile. Because he knows that it's me they've been coming to see to forget about life for a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival. I thought he was going to cut me off, so I got big. And the microphone smells like beer. Dinner time. And they sit at my bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? That's Stephen A. Smith. Oh, la, da, 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 dee, da, da, da.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight.
Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. And you've got us feeling all right.
Very nice.
Frank Caliendo does Billy Joel.
The Piano Man.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
That was great, Frank. Oh, I feel so...
Oh, you're welcome, guys.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Costaki coming up next hour. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. We were talking about pennies.
From heaven?
Just pennies from the United States Mint. And I guess the last group of slugs to be produced to make pennies has shipped. They're not going to be making them real soon. Apparently, it costs 3.7 cents to make a penny.
Yep.
Out of curiosity, I looked this up. To make a nickel, it costs 10.4 cents.
Really?
Whoa.
Well, we need to stop those, too.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
How about the quarter then? What's going on with that?
Well, I don't know. I didn't. I could keep going, I suppose.
Quarter,
But
I bet $12 to make a quarter.
Keeps on going up.
Holy hell.
To make $1.
I very rarely use money anymore.
Yeah.
At least the kind you can carry around. But when I did, I had a jar.
Sure.
So that leads to this letter. I, too, put change in a glass container for years. I use one of those big water jugs from the water cooler.
Oh, yeah. There's only one problem with those. When it's full,
Yeah. Well,
you need a dolly.
Yes.
You need steroids to lift it.
after 3 years, I separated all the coins into containers. I ended up with a total of $1,640.
Wow.
More than $800 in quarters and $300 in pennies. I bought new tires for my truck. This is from longtime listener Ernesto.
That's awesome.
Hey, thank you.
That's amazing. I think I had like 200 or 300 when I moved. I finally took my
That's what I did. I had
jar
right
after
around
all those
280.
years.
Yeah.
But now it would be nothing. I just don't.
You don't have a coin jar?
No. Do you know when you check out of places and it has that round up? You do that too?
I can wrap. Yeah.
If it's something I believe in.
Do they really lay it out? I just hit the roundup and keep going.
Well, they tell you what it's going for.
Yeah, but that would
And
involve.
rarely is it something I don't believe.
That would
It's
involve.
always a good
I'm sure
cause.
it's a very good cause. That's a sweet thing, a nice thing to do.
In fact, never is it something that I don't think is a good cause.
Do you have change in your car right now in the cup holder?
Nope. I don't. I almost never use cash.
Pre-Coinstar, did you ever wrap pennies?
Oh yeah, I had a paper route. I had those.
you had to wrap all of them.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine young Tom Griswold being your paper boy?
I was an excellent paper boy. Got very few complaints, but when you get complaints, there'd be this red thing in the envelope. Complaint.
Oh, really?
Oh
Really
yeah.
knew you were-
The paper was left out and it got wet.
Oh, man.
Mr. Arnold, according to my calculations, you're 2 months behind in your payment.
Shove it, Griswold.
Oh, come on.
Hi, I'm collecting for the plain dealer. Get out of here, kid.
Off my porch, twerp.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you have the little thing?
I did. I loved that thing. That metal thing that held pennies, dimes, quarters.
And you had the little book that had the little teeny things that you would tear
Little.
off.
Did you ever have the wallet that was somewhat vaginal-like, where you'd squeeze it and that thing would open?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure, the coin purse?
Yeah.
He described it
As
as somewhat vaginal.
And did everyone immediately know what I meant?
Well,
yeah, I knew what you meant. They look like
Yes.
lips.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sure there's.
I made mine talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's some poor
You
soul
knew
out
you were
there.
a comedian when you made your coin purse
Hey,
talk.
put some money in me.
That's not all you can put in me, you know.
Slide it in there.
I was young.
That would hurt.
Too young to realize.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Edges on you.
Oh, yeah.
Time now for Today in History. What do you think? Want to do it early?
Sure.
Let's get it out of the way.
I dare us.
Okay.
Whoa, I guess we're doing it. Today in history. Almost done with May, kids.
Amazing.
How about that?
5 months gone.
In 1703, Peter the Great founded what city?
St. Petersburg, right?
Very good. That's kind of a
Egomaniac.
kind of an easy one.
I heard his actual was St. Peter not so great. Isn't that? Wasn't that
Yeah.
before
Yeah,
the.
he founded the one in Florida.
Right. And then he moved to Russia
Yeah.
later and said, hey, I want one here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you needed a vacation home. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
You been to
Nice.
Russia?
Oh, nice place though.
Yeah.
St. Pete, Florida. I mean.
I wintered in Russia.
Tampa, St. Pete. That's kind of Twin Cities now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
This in 1930, this building opened, tallest structure on Earth.
1930?
1930. What was it?
Chrysler Building.
The Empire State Building.
It was the Chrysler Building.
It was also the Empire State Building back then. But
No,
they ran out of room and went, we need our own building.
Is that what they did?
I love the Chrysler Building. It's one of
It's
I
gorgeous.
think the finest pieces of architecture in.
You love the Art Deco style?
Love that.
Beautiful.
Love it.
It
yeah.
keeps going out of style, coming back into style, going out of style.
I like Art Deco too.
in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge opened,
Oh.
which technically makes Marin County a gated community.
I suppose it does.
And it really is, if you've ever been there.
Suppose it does.
Let's see now. In 1977, the Sex Pistols released the song God Save the Queen, which had absolutely no impact in America except among critics. It got no airplay and is dreadful. Let's see.
It's hard to listen to.
As important to the punk scene as any.
No, it's all about, it's like the painted word. It's about criticism, and no one ever listens to it.
I know they have their fans.
Remember the punk band on SCTV? It was called I Hate the Queen.
Yes. I love
And their
it.
song was I Hate the Queen.
Yeah, it's witty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sad news. In 1995, Christopher Reeve, fell off a horse.
Yeah, that was bad.
But, I mean, did some heroic stuff.
But he was no longer Christopher Walken after that.
Boy, really no reason to punch down.
No.
I'm
And
sorry.
why do you insist on pronouncing it Christopher Walken?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
It's Christopher Walken.
Okay. I'm a Walken.
Idiot.
Not anymore. 1837, the birthday of Wild Bill Hickok. Anyone?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Wild Bill. I mean,
Wild
what do you want us to say?
His birthday.
Didn't know the guy.
Did you ever call him Wildcock Hick Bill?
I never did say Wildcock Hick Bill.
I guess it was just
Not
me.
once.
No? Maybe it's just me.
There's a lot of stuff that is just you.
1911, the great Vincent Price known by many for the Michael Jackson video.
That's right.
Thriller.
Sure.
And many a great movie.
My great-great-grandmother apparently was his nanny.
Wow, that's something.
I told, yeah, because
I always thought when it's his voice in Thriller, and particularly when he gets to "In Y'all's Neighborhood," I thought that was a bit awkward, but it stands up, I guess. I haven't heard it in a while. But.
And someone in the same sphere of motion pictures would be Christopher Lee, born in this state in 1922.
I'm Christopher Lee.
There's a famous picture out there of Christopher Lee, Vincent Price, Peter Cushing, and somebody I can't
Boris
remember.
Karloff?
Carradine, maybe?
Could have been Karloff, could have been John Carradine. Yeah, all the creepy guys from all those horror movies from our childhood.
Oh, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee was amazing.
You ever see
It was Dracula there for a while.
Yeah, and all those Hammer movies.
You ever see the one of Karloff smoking?
I love that. In the Frankenstein.
In the Frankenstein.
You know that Boris Karloff looked down at there was who played Dracula?
Bela
Lugosi looked down at because he was behind all that makeup. He wasn't really acting.
Oh, he was great in that. Yeah. Frankly, that's one of the scariest.
And they eventually
movies.
did get along, but yes, there was.
He did not care for each other.
Henry Kissinger, born in this state in 1923.
That's right.
He was the villain in which The Man with the Golden Gun? Which James Bond movie was he?
Is he alive?
No. He lived to be 100, didn't he?
Yeah, it seemed
I was
like
going to say. Yeah.
I thought he was going to live forever. Yeah.
I'm going to live forever.
Power is the ultimate aphrodisiac. He's attributed. Isn't that him?
Wasn't he banging Jill St. John there for a while? Remember her? You guys remember her?
I think
She
so.
was beautiful.
How do you feel about
was
people
not.
with the last name St. John pronounced Sinjin? Have you ever heard that? Like it's
I've never
it's a
heard that.
very British thing.
That's
No.
from one of the Batman movies.
Yes,
That's Liam Neeson.
Like that's
St. John.
Simon Sinjin, and it's actually St. John.
What? I've never
I
heard
swear
that.
it's out there.
Yeah, okay. No wonder we got rid of a king. That is really dumb. Happy birthday, Andre 3000, born in 1975.
Wore a piano to the Met Gala. Was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
That was hilarious.
Outcast, famous for
Hey,
Yo.
Hey, yeah. Why were we talking about that?
Yeah.
I like the way you move.
They had some.
They were a top 10 or something we were talking about recently.
You didn't
yeah.
care for them, as
You
I
don't like
recall.
them, yeah.
Bombs Over Baghdad. What else did?
Sorry, Miss
A lot of
Jackson.
hits.
Yeah,
I thought it was only like 3, and then we looked, and it was actually like 12.
But yeah, that song was in the news recently for some reason. I forget what it was. We'll just move forward then. We have completed our sportscast. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, we have.
Thank you very much. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and across the way there is Miss Lee. She is Christy Lee. And she is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening over there?
Well, we're going to talk about sex, baby, and we got a lot of it today.
Yeah.
An Australian OnlyFans model hospitalized after having sex with over 500 men in 6 hours.
Oh!
Annie Knight told Us Weekly shortly after having intimate relations with 583 men in one day, she began experiencing bleeding and went to the hospital.
Oh, right.
You think? Hey, lady, it's not a clown car.
She later said the marathon also triggled.
I'll bet it triggled. Probably.
Okay.
Also triggered her endometriosis.
Oh, no.
She said, I'll definitely survive, but it's quite painful and unpleasant at the moment. She added, quote, it looks like I'm going to have to take a week off. Try and relax a little bit, sit in the sun, just take it easy.
Just blowies this week.
But she said, I'll definitely be okay. I'm not letting this slow me down.
Blowies and handies. That's it.
That's all.
I did.
The kitchen's closed.
I did the math on this, and I'm somewhat skeptical.
583 men in 6 hours. What is it? How many seconds?
That's not a lot of time. About a minute per guy.
Well, what happens is at least remember that documentary. What was it? A Real Sex about the Houston 400 or Houston 5? There was a porn star named. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that sounds.
It was a
right.
huge gangbang,
Right.
and the guys all are fluffed, or they're all until they're ready, and then
They go.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
So
This
it is
no-
absolutely possible.
This is
No time to waste.
non-erotic
to me,
as anything.
I'm with you.
This is awful.
This is not for me.
It's like, why would she do that?
I mean, her crotch probably looked like the O.J. murder scene by the time it was over. And she had a broken heart, by the way. One of the guys. One of the guys dumped her.
Really jilted her.
We should put out like a handbook to how to bring a show to a sports ball.
Oh, we'd have it filled.
Been about 7 today.
There have been a handful.
And it was 583, right?
Yes.
Not 538, because then it would have been like a Nate Silver thing. Anyone get that reference?
Who's Nate Silver?
Who's Nate Silver?
Remember the 538? No one got that newsletter? Okay, forget it.
Now we're up to 8.
Actually, the number one rule, how to bring a morning show, have Tom on your show.
Well, I'm sure her parents are proud.
Oh,
huh?
yeah,
But the whole thing is just so it's just awful.
Yeah, no, there's not, I'm not a gangbang guy. Well, I say that. I've never actually tried.
And you've never been invited.
Right.
But you don't want to be rude, right?
This says, wait a second. This says she received 2,000 registrations for the event.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, my God.
Apparently, she thought it was going to be 200 people, but it turned out to be a lot more.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So almost 1,500 people guys went unserviced.
Yeah. Those poor bastards.
Wow. Sorry, we're cutting off. It's like when you go to an event. Sorry, we're closing in 10 minutes. You can't. That's all. Oh, wait a second. What about this?
I've been waiting in line all this time.
Oh, yeah, it's just that collective. Oh. Man, that Houston 500 one or whatever, there were guys in lines with bouquets of flowers, wrapped gifts.
Oh, boy.
I always thought it'd be funny to stand in line for a gangbang with a big bowl of potato salad.
Now, is she allowed to veto people that somebody shows up and it's just hideous or
I don't know.
I don't know.
hygiene
either.
issues? Or
Right.
The whole thing.
There must be something.
Every aspect of this makes me sick.
It's horrible.
It's just awful.
Yeah, it's not sexy. You're right.
When you were talking about the line, cutting the line off, I see this line of men all turgid, and then they go, oh.
That'd be a good gag.
Man.
And what are the odds of? This is all I assume. Condom.
Oh, yeah.
But what are the odds of one of those breaking? I mean,
I don't know.
And one can imagine the quality of the participants.
And are they timed? I mean, do you get to complete, or you just get a minute and you're done?
I think it's I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Yeah. Are there rules?
Yeah. Ugh.
Is she talking the whole time?
Oh, you're great.
I assume
the best I've ever had.
Yes.
Oh, you're gross. Boy, you all keep getting grosser, don't you?
What an awkward conversation.
Boy, that's a lot of skin tags, sir.
I assume that they're going to turn this into some kind of video.
I saw a goiter like that.
Yeah, probably on her OnlyFans page.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, she probably made $500,000 doing it, and once that V heals up, she'll try it again, break her own record. The slut.
And it was strictly V, and we're hoping.
Well,
yes, Tom.
I made that clear.
Oh, boy, I'm so sorry. Somebody's sticking in my A.
Oh,
I got to give the V a break.
Okay. We're done.
Oh, I ruined it today?
Yeah. I just hinted at it.
That was your fault.
I just hinted at it.
You're the problem,
You
Josh.
completed the... coming up, we have a nice list of books to read this summer on the beach. We have more interesting facts about the music that one might play in the bedroom.
Oh.
Under certain circumstances. We'll find out about all those things.
For that many? And I would do 500.
Men. Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Now.
Is this it?
No way.
Can you answer the phone, please?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show. They can hear you, Tom. Hello.
Hey, bless you, boys. This is the Pope.
Is that right?
I got a phone number sitting here. Frank left the phone number. It says a call Bob and Tom, and it has a number here. This is the Pope. This is Leo. Who this?
This is Tom. That's Chick. There's
Josh.
Yeah, we got Jeffrey
Christy.
here, and now, actually, interestingly enough, Pat was an altar boy.
Yes, I was.
This is the Bob and the Thomas show?
Yeah.
Oh, this is too cool. I used to hear you guys sometimes in Chicago.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was great. I'm glad you listened. Yeah.
Oh, this is Pope Leo. I don't know if you guys have heard. I'm a Pope now.
Yeah.
How about that?
How amazing is it that? This is incredible.
You got any changes in mind?
Godwin?
Yeah.
Pat Godwin is here, yes.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Godwin, hey, how you doing? Hey, I was thinking me and you, we could do a big hit song, you know?
Yes, sir.
I was thinking about this. You know the band of Cream?
I do.
They got that song, White Room. I was thinking we'd do There's
The
some
white puff.
smoke,
Oh,
and I'm Pope now. Ain't that crazy?
I ain't that crazy. You're an American Pope. How about that?
Oh, yeah, Grand Pope.
You're an American Pope.
Good Pope. I got a big old hat. You're gonna see me do that.
We'll work on it.
Very nice.
How about Sweet Pope Chicago? These are all great songs.
No, I don't like that one, Tom.
Well, there's a new TV show coming up, Chicago Pope.
Chicago Pope.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Pope?
What's that coming up?
Chicago Pope.
Instead of Chicago Hope, Chicago Pope.
Oh, that's an old TV show, right?
It's all about you, Your Highness. Are you going to make any Americanizations of the Vatican or anything?
No, we don't want to do anything too drastic, you know. But I'm thinking what we might do. We might maybe we have a pro baseball team, huh?
Oh.
From the Vatican. You like that, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Have they already used the name of Cardinals? Can we use Cardinals?
They had that is out there already. Yeah.
Oh, doggone it! I guess that's no good.
How about Padres?
What?
Oh, wait a minute.
The Padres.
That's already
also
used.
taken.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I am gonna. I gotta change out the Pope-mobile. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a black and a white cruiser. You know, the Blues-mobile. You like that? Huh?
I love that.
Yes, that's from Chicago.
Everybody thought, oh boy, a Pope from Chicago. This is no good. He's gonna blow it. This is gonna be so stupid. It's gonna be, what's his name gonna be? Pope Ditka? No, it's not Pope Ditka. Not gonna be walking around going, the Bears. Hey, how about the Bears?
That's right.
That ain't Pope like. You know what I'm saying?
Not popish at all.
Well,
I got a lot of stuff to do. You guys.
sorry.
So weird. I gotta.
You are a busy man, I imagine. Yeah.
Oh, so busy. First of all, I got to go take a hat lesson. You know about that?
Oh, man.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a lot of different ones to wear. Listen,
Nobody tells you this stuff. They're like, oh, it's going to be great. You be a Pope. Yeah, this is great. Now I got to go take a hat lesson, learn how to walk around in a dress. It's awful.
did you get to sleep in your new place last night?
I've hardly been to sleep. Are you crazy? There's so much going on. Do you know what time it is?
Not there. No, I'm not sure.
No, me neither.
25 or 6 to 4. Chicago Pope.
Oh, yeah, very good. Very good.
The Chicago Pope. I'm liking all of this stuff.
We're wishing you were here. Now, does the Pope wear a watch?
I don't know.
Oh, I love this joke. I don't know, Tom. Does the Pope wear a watch?
I know you wear the ring. Now, did you get your own?
Yes.
Gotta have the ring.
Oh, he gets a new one?
Gotta have it.
I think he gets a new one, yeah.
Is it from that organization that makes those high school rings?
Oh, Herf Jones?
I thought it was a Da Vinci coder ring.
Oh, this is all good.
You're gonna get the Pope to hang up.
I gotta find a papal pen to write that down.
Okay. Well, your Pope it's great talking to you.
Yes.
Pen and papal.
If I had more time, I would have hang out and talk to you boys some more. Christy, honestly, you're the only one I want to talk to. You're the only one.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, you're a good Catholic girl. You know, maybe you could talk some sense into these boys.
Oh, I'll try.
Us heathens.
Yes.
All of you heathens. Well, it hadn't worked so far. What, you've been there 30 years or so?
Yeah.
Hey, Pope, you're losing your accent. Well, thank you very much. Hang up.
Get that out of here. No, I'm going to hang up on you.
That's right. He's the Pope.
Boom.
Well, that was a nice surprise.
I didn't think from the
Pope
south side of
Leo?
Chicago his accent would be that.
Italian?
Is that what that was?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been there for a little bit.
All the popes are Italian accent.
Last
last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You,
Oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
manualist.
I am.
Now, for those that don't know what that means, manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make, there you go, to make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
Okay, there we go.
You must be.
Sorry, excuse me.
You must kick ass
That
at
was
parties.
that was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party,
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm gonna say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
They're looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
Push it. I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
What?
Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been Chuck
Lofton?
Chuck, the Chuckster, he's retiring.
Oh.
We're going to miss you, Chuck. Come visit.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hi, everybody. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Time for a song, don't you think?
I think so.
Oh. Pat Godwin has a broken CPAP machine, so he may be a little groggy today. Patty G.
That's not why I'm overwhelmed. I mean, I worked all weekend, had such a good time. You know, watched, left the show here, and then work.
Oh man,
because this is just a great time. We're coming up on the summertime.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of stuff to do.
All right.
Summer is coming, and I'm cutting the grass, filling the pool. So happy winter is past, planting flowers, digging the garden, bought some sod, and I put a new yard in. I'm so happy. Summer's almost here. Oh, building a deck, stained the hardwood floors. Got in my new hot tub without any shorts. I'm gonna start up the grill. Charcoal's the best. Someone I know is pissed and perplexed. That's Jackie, the manager of my apartment complex. Summer's coming and I have to find a new place. Summer's coming, I have to find a new place. But summer is finally here.
Yeah. Right what you know.
They frown on adding a hot tub to your apartment.
Yeah. Especially on the second floor.
Yeah, did you ever find someone that moves to an apartment or some kind of facility and they go, I really miss doing yard work?
Oh, yeah.
They probably do.
There are people that are twisted and awful. Sure.
Hey, Tom, can I come over to your place and work in your yard?
Do you enjoy yard work?
No.
Really?
No.
My husband does. He loves
I
do. I like it.
I do nothing but home maintenance, but that's the one thing I don't enjoy doing.
Gotcha.
All right.
Puttering. Putter? I bet you putter.
I puttered all day yesterday.
Puttering around.
Putter and tinker, dude?
I can barely walk. I'm so sore from a
puttering?
full day of puttering.
What were you puttering on?
Oh, all kinds of puttering. As you know, I have a pool for the first time in my life.
Yeah, it's too cold to get in it, though, wasn't it?
I'm not sure what's more work, a child or a pool.
Maybe a puppy.
Maybe a puppy, yes. But, yeah. A lot going on at my place. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Just had a disgusting story about some woman.
Reading more about her. She's kind of interesting.
This is the one
She's actually a very pretty young woman.
She is, yeah.
I mean, she enjoys this. She thought 200 guys would show up, and when 583 did, she was a little...
She had intimate relations, allegedly, with 583 men in the course of 6 hours.
Yeah, they did have to wear a condom. I did find that out, yeah.
They shared one.
No, they did not.
All right, look, fellas. The bad news is you have to wear a condom.
We've cut
The
colors.
worst news is...
I'd like to see David Rush take on this record, by the way.
Didn't you say
This is
you
interesting.
saw one of these? There was a barrel full of condoms, right?
Was there?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
I remember that
there
part in
must
the
have been.
story.
They're a great band.
A barrel full of
Yeah, they opened for Puddle of Mud.
According to the article in Us Weekly, the clip that they showed has Knight getting herself and her space ready ahead of her guests with customized pink baklavas created for men to wear and maintain anonymity.
Oh, the balaclavas?
Oh, that's what I meant,
Yeah.
balaclavas, yeah.
Baklavas, is that the dessert?
Food,
I can never get those straight.
Yeah, you put Greek pastry on your face. They're still going to know who you are.
Well, it's going to be honey. You're going to be sweet. Yeah, baklava.
This makes it even more unpleasant. You got a bunch of guys with pink hoods.
Well, they don't want, I'm sure they don't, if you don't want somebody out there to know that you did this if you're a guy, right?
Other than the 582 dudes that are standing there.
Man,
Did they give you a still photo? Can you do a selfie while you're in there?
Oh, dude, probably.
Yeah, do it for the gram.
By the way, we don't mean grandma. I want to make that clear.
She frowns on that.
Yeah, no, she didn't want to know about it. Yeah.
Hey, grandma, look at me. I'm at the orgy.
Well, kind of on that topic, did you know they have DJs for orgies in San Francisco?
Is that right?
Yep. According to the San Francisco Standard, a DJ who calls himself DJ J Maximilian has been a fixture on the sex party DJ circuit for 30 years or more. Yeah.
Shouldn't he be keeping his mouth shut? Isn't this like an Eyes Wide Shut deal where the piano player has to sign a thing where he doesn't say anything?
I would think.
He would. His job sees him working sex parties in mansions, Airbnbs, and warehouses all over the Bay Area.
Warehouses.
Though he says he often has to remind people, quote, not to use the DJ table for adult play activities that require stabilization.
Now, is this a hotel room or a warehouse? It's a warehouse. Okay.
The Standard spoke with 6 other local DJs who all take a different approach to getting revelers in the mood with tunes ranging from down-tempo to dance music. One member of the Bay Area DJ duo JK47 said, quote, if we do a good job, there's nobody on the dance floor.
JK47. Wow.
I'm curious as to what one would play.
At an orgy?
It kind of heats things up then, I see.
So their vocals, moody kind of stuff, I heard. Yeah.
Benny Hill theme.
Maybe.
Hey, what do you play when it's closing time?
Maybe you play Closing Time by Semisonic.
Closing time. Yeah.
Something very non-erotic. Billy, Don't Be a Hero.
Oh,
Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Remember how Billy Don't Be a Hero starts out with that fife and drum or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't hate that song.
You don't?
No, am I wrong?
Yes.
I really, okay.
Well, I liked it when I was a kid. I mean, when it
Billy,
came out.
don't be a hero.
There's something
Don't
about
be
that.
a fool
There's
with
something
your life.
about the guy's voice and the guitar I like. Yeah.
The
that the only
that
hit
kind
he
of
had?
grinding.
Don't be a...
I don't like the chorus, I don't think. I like the...
Here's the part that's awful.
Yeah.
Come back and make me your wife.
Yeah.
I also like the sentiment.
You guys remember Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods? Used to be just the Haywoods until Bo got the big head.
Yeah. Then
He enlisted then, right?
Then the solo albums.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, and then he indeed does try to be... Well, he is a hero, yeah. But to the loss of...
I'm pretty sure the
don't
way
ruin the
those songs always end up. Yeah,
he died.
You know, if the Edmund Fitzgerald hadn't cracked in half, would have been a pretty boring song.
He gets his head taken off by mine. I'm pretty sure.
Did he have other hits?
That's what he
Bo
gets for-
Donaldson and the Haywoods?
Oh, yeah.
History of huge solo albums.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods, Stepping Out.
Yeah.
You've never heard that?
Oh, yeah.
I just made that title up. By the way.
Yeah, he had to,
I don't know if it's Stepping
I'm not sure if it took away some of the gravitas of the song when he sold it to a sandwich place. Billy's making a hero. Would you like mayonnaise on it, ma'am? So these guys are DJs at orgies.
That's got to be...
I mean, do you make eye contact? Do you...
Well,
He's probably just up there,
Bo
Doing his
Donaldson
thing.
and the Haywoods are from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Wow.
Whatever happened to Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods? Oh, there was a tiger attack. Hang on.
Oh, boy,
no.
That happens to rock stars.
Oh, listen to this. There used to be the Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods, and then they became the Bo Donaldson Band.
Oh.
Is there no end to this guy's ego? Good Lord.
Is he still around? Maybe we could hook him up with Haywood Banks. We got the big reunion.
Bo Donaldson and Haywood Banks?
And it would just be Bo Donaldson and the Haywood.
Barry Williams hosted a variety show, and they were regulars on his show.
Really?
Wow. Remember who Barry Williams is?
Sure.
Actor.
Brady Bunch.
Greg on the Brady Bunch. That's exactly right.
Huh.
Let's see. Billy, don't be a hero. Who do you think you are? Girl, don't make me wait. And don't ever look back.
Boy.
Let's see.
I don't notice that. No, recognize anything, but Billy, don't be a hero.
A lot of demands in his song titles.
Yeah.
Don't be a hero. Never
Don't
look
make me
back.
wait.
Don't make me wait.
I'm not putting mayonnaise on your sandwich.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Bo Donaldson.
Bo Donaldson reformed the band in '96, and they've been touring on the oldies circuit since.
Oh, well. We can do another live day, Tom.
Please, let's get them in here.
Spotlight on Bo Donaldson. What about Paper Lace and the Night Chicago
Oh,
Died?
I like
Remember
that song.
Hey.
I like that one, too.
You hate that song?
Yes.
That is.
Oh, I like that song.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
I like it, too, Christy.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're dorks.
No, we are. I admit.
What would you?
No,
What
you're
would you?
liars is what you are.
No, we're not.
What would you play at an orgy, Christy? What do you think could be?
What would I play at an orgy? Well, we're going to talk about music and sex coming up.
I'd play the band Orgy.
There's
Their
a
cover
band.
of Blue Monday.
Well, Blue Monday, the Van Morrison song.
No, the 80s hit.
What about
How does it feel?
Okay, that's enough.
Treat
What
me.
about Pete Townsend and Let My Love Open the Doors?
Yeah, that's good.
In the arms of an angel.
In the arms of an angel?
That killed the mood.
Far away.
Oh,
Kill the mood. What is? How about the hokey pokey?
What about something ironic like You're the Only One? Or, I only have eyes for you. Oh, here's Orgy, Blue Monday.
How did I know it was going to go this way?
You know what?
Is this still? Is this the intro? Do they sing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice drum fill.
One more time.
Oh, this isn't bad.
Treat me like you do.
Oh, I kind of like this
What the hell's
part.
wrong with you guys?
You don't like this?
Not really singing.
Well, I mean, there's a
I like
there's
this.
a drone factor.
This is 9 minutes long. I'm kidding. Okay.
Tell
that's
me
enough.
how do I feel?
I like that song.
Yeah, that's good.
Who did Blue Monday originally?
Ace, do you remember? I don't.
Wasn't it Van Morrison?
No.
No.
Blue Monday.
New
I mean, he
Order
may
or
have a Blue
somebody?
Monday song, but it's not that. Is it New Order?
I don't remember. I'm trying to look it up.
Oh, we'll wait.
Oh, I'm waiting. You're waiting? Okay.
Tom is clearly.
It was
No,
New
I'm trying to
was
find
New
it.
Order.
Nicely done.
Did Fats Domino have a Blue Monday?
Fats Domino?
I thought he did.
My Blue
Oops,
Monday.
wait a
not
minute.
Blue Monday.
I know.
Blue
Sorry.
That's Van Morrison.
That's
though.
Brown Eyed Girl.
New Order did.
Oh, what are we doing? Color songs now?
Yeah, why not? Purple Rain.
How the hell did that come
White
up?
Room. I love it when he pushes buttons.
Orange
I don't
Crush.
know
Oh,
how
that
that
happened.
happened.
Sorry. Look at the time. Coming up, comedian Costaki Economopoulos. We'll find out what he plays at his orgies.
Okay.
Probably
the
cards.
The soundtrack to Zorba.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da.
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my 2 kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. It'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body Fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors: original lemon lime, iced tea, or diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
I have a bean for lunch and then a bean for dinner.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. People say I got a bad break. Hey, man, what's going on? Yeah, this is so cool, man. I can't believe it. All right. I love the Bob and Tom Show because they represent America, the Constitution of the United States, and I live in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, so anyway, I was asking, somebody told me that you are a mayor in Hillsboro, Ohio. That's got to be really interesting. Tell me about it.
Hey, Mr. Potter. Hi, building and loan.
Oh, gosh, Yogi, I'm all sticky. Hello, this is Droopy Dog. Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Mr. Obvious Show. I am your host, Mr. Obvious. Let's take a call. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan lines.
No, I haven't been in the sun in a couple weeks.
Swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
You were discussing earlier.
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line, it's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
Now, presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
Noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in Tim Cavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's lightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
behind Peterson's restaurant right there. So check it out in person, the Generator Super Center. Coming up, a little bit of Costaki.
Hello, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and hello, Tom.
Why were we talking about Blue Monday again?
I don't remember.
We were talking about orgy music.
And the band Orgy did a cover.
Yeah, and I was thinking of the great Van Morrison song, then I realized it's Blue Money.
Ah, different.
Oh,
remember that one?
No.
That's actually a great song. Yeah, remember
Who are you talking about? The Doors again?
This one.
Oh.
Blue Money.
Honey. Remember this one?
Sure.
Nope.
No? Oh. Oh, it's the best.
Boy, he had been listening to Mick, hadn't he?
He set records being a jerk, right?
Oh,
He's difficult,
sadly.
Man. They say, yeah. Here comes the chorus. I'm not sure what blue money is. Anybody know? Is that slang for something?
I wonder if Costaki liked it.
He's ready. Okay, there. I was getting the stall signal. Now we have Costaki Economopoulos. Are you in Los Angeles?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm home. Good morning, guys.
Hi, Costaki.
What's the latest in your life? Anything happening?
Well, he sounds thrilled to talk to you, doesn't he?
Oh, my gosh. That was amazing.
I would hang up immediately.
I would. Now, Tom can't decide whether he wants to be whipped with chains or talk to you. So, good Lord, Tom.
I'm just curious. What's the poster behind you?
Oh, it's the Acme Comedy Company 20th anniversary show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of comics on there. There's David Crow and Jake Johansson and Chad Daniels and,
good company.
A bunch of the Acme guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I ask.
Yeah, life's good. I went to the draft. I went to the NFL draft with my bro.
How'd that go?
It was awesome. If you're a football nerd, you got to go to a draft. It's so fun. And my brother is so into it. He already booked the hotel for Pittsburgh next year. We're in. We're going.
Oh, wow.
And we're hoping to go to Berlin as well. The Falcons are playing the Colts in Berlin this year.
Everybody.
Who's the home team?
I don't know. I think the Colts are. I think the Colts
are home?
I saw a headline, Colts. I love the Colts. The Colts host game in Berlin or something like that.
Oh, cool.
Colts and Falcons in Berlin, which is appropriate because both teams have hit a wall. Am I right? All right.
All right.
Hey, now.
And we're off.
Is that an indoor stadium?
Oh, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know.
That'll be fascinating.
Yeah.
Tom has a way of embarrassing you on the air when you bring up topics, Costaki. Yeah. So don't take it personally.
No, I think that'll be cool.
Can we make fun of Bill Belichick? That's something we can all agree on, right?
Sure.
No, I'm with you.
It's tough in the streets for Bill Belichick. Last week, he had to explain to his girlfriend who George Wendt was. That's how that relationship is going. What do they talk about? The only thing they have in common is never seeing the Browns win a Super Bowl. That's apparently they got engaged. This is what happens when you have so many rings. You just give them out to the kids you meet. Like, all right. Belichick is 73. The fiance is 27. 73 to 27 makes 28 to 3 seem pretty close.
I was a Falcons lead in the Super Bowl.
That was a bad day. That's not a May-December romance. That's a May-December in the Jurassic period romance.
It's a long time, you see.
Yeah. She calls him baby, not because he's cute, but because she has to feed him soft foods.
I appreciate that you went that route. There are other baby ways you could have gone.
Yeah, that's right.
Diaper related.
Right.
Yeah, you go through them all, you scribble it down, didn't you pick the good one? Yeah, hopefully. But at least that's the theory. Bill said he loves that she's energetic and fun and never heard of Spygate. That's handy. Even Lawrence Taylor's like, damn, Bill, that girl's too young for you. Well, you gotta.
Damn, Bill.
I was just thinking about something. This thing with the Colts in Berlin. Lucky Frank Reich isn't still the coach.
Yeah, that's no good.
That'd be awkward. Well, welcome.
What number Reich is that? Yeah.
The fourth Reich. Is that in poor taste? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Give me Das Boot.
Did Bill Belichick propose the way he does press conferences? Like no emotion, no explanation. She says yes, and he just mutters, on to the honeymoon. Cut off the sleeves of his tux.
The Colts are set to host the Falcons in Berlin at the historic Olympic Stadium, November 9th, 2025, for a regular season game.
Is this the Jesse Owens Olympic Stadium?
I don't know of any other Olympic stadium that they could call the Olympic Stadium other than that one.
Yeah, true.
That's what I just thought of. Yeah, that's got to be it, right?
I just hope they, I hope they take the signage down.
They're not going to do that thing with the Klieg lights pointing toward the sky.
Man.
That famous video of that one sign blowing up when the Allies got there. I know that. Boy.
By the way, you have to get a first down 10 meters. I don't know if you do that, Costaki.
It's meters, yeah.
They're in Europe. You got to. Do they have to hunt around trying to find inches and yardsticks for the game? Our guest is comedian Costaki Economopoulos. He's also our NFL correspondent. Are you out on the road these days?
Yeah, I'm going to Erie this weekend. I'm excited.
All right.
Yeah. I haven't been to Erie in years, and it's a comedy and magic club in Erie. So
cool.
Be some magician, and then me. I'm excited. It'll be good. Also, this just in. They're going to let current NFL players play flag football in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea? Do we want Tyreek Hill's sperm to go global? Is that good?
The quarterback of the flag football team is upset this morning because Tom Brady has said he wants a gold medal. So,
I bet he
Tom
does.
asked about that, and wow,
he's very upset.
I don't know anything about it, but
it's a very different game. I'm trying to tell you that.
I know that we were exchanging texts. Yeah, apparently I heard an interview with a guy going, it's vastly different, but in terms of star power,
think Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Think Kyler Murray faster, and that's the quarterback of the flag football team that we've got now. So
yeah, it's different. Flag football, there's no blocking or tackling, so it's like a Jets game.
Oh, you were just holding that back the whole time, weren't you? That's a good one.
Waiting for us to shut up.
Is I don't know anything about it. Is it on ESPN or on TV or anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
There's a pro flag football league, though, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
I don't know about if there's a pro one. I don't know.
Well, where do these guys play?
Did you ever see the indoor football stuff?
Arena football?
Yeah.
Arena football. I went to a few of those games. I thought it was really fun. I really liked it.
Yeah, some of it's great. You could bounce it out of the net and you tackle guys into the wall. And,
well, some of the NFL guys started out in arena football.
Sure.
It'll be interesting
the
to
coaches.
Kurt Warner,
flag football would be.
And then what was the stat chick that only one NFL player per team or something is allowed to?
That's not a stat. That's a fact.
I couldn't.
Only one player per team. That's all you can lose because fans are also upset. It's like we don't want our star wide receiver. Oh, he pulled his hamstring playing flag football.
Right.
No.
And there'll be this question, too. Will there be any flags left in 2028 after 3 more years of throwing flags when anybody gently touches Mahomes?
Another good. See, he's like Godwin. He's the assassin. He's waiting there for us to shut up. And then he aims. He's got ammunition. Good for you, Kostaki.
The new Pope from Chicago.
Yeah.
Everybody understands suffering and blind faith. It's a Bears fan.
Well, ain't that the truth?
And by the way, this is not a funny comment, but it's truth. I have never seen so many Villanova T-shirts and sweatshirts walking around town. I think that the people that went there going, one of our alums, the Pope.
Yes.
Kind of hard to top. We've had a president that went to our college. Really? I got the Pope. See you later.
All right.
Yeah.
Have anybody else noticed
Chicago.
I haven't.
Just again last night, 2 Villanova sweatshirts walking by.
Two.
too.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Where was I? Verde.
I love these stories, the way his mind remembers them.
I have witnesses.
Watch this. Can you put a number on how many you've seen since you started noticing? Like 100?
3.
2 were last night.
Yeah, well, you know. I'd seen 0 before.
So that's 300%.
Or you hadn't noticed them before.
Oh, I'd notice.
You?
Sure.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, look, it's a Villanova switch.
You would notice if your pants were on fire, okay?
You guys notice Costaki's still there?
No. So where are you going to be in Erie, Costaki?
The Comedy Magic Club.
It's called Keller's. I think it's Keller's Comedy and Magic Club or Keller's Magic and Comedy. It's Keller's.
And a real magician right before you.
Is that a lawyer hangout?
Yeah.
Keller and Keller? What's going on there?
Well, Costaki, have a great weekend. I know you'll be terrific on stage. Now, when you're in Erie, which NFL team are you going to make fun of?
Oh, yeah. That's
You got a choice. You could go Steelers. You could go Browns.
Eagles.
The Bills are close, too.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you make fun of all of them and just get everybody upset?
Yeah, that's right. You open with the Falcons jokes. It's sort of, and then they realize, like, oh, it's okay to joke about the teams. And then boom.
I'm still fascinated and amazed that you haven't been punched right in the face after a show. Right? It's going to happen. One of these days.
Years ago, Tom was always worried about making fun of other people's teams. And years ago, Tom saw me at a show in Indiana, and I did a chunk of stuff about the Colts. And it killed so much, it was hard to follow. And I think that helped convince Tom that it was all right.
That's true. Well, you did it. It did kill.
It's, the fans know their teams suck. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, it's a rebuilding year.
It's fine. If you have to say it's fine more than once, it's not.
I remember I saw Billy Gardell at the St. Louis Funny Bone, and the Rams were having a particularly tough season, and Billy was talking football, and he looked out at the crowd and he goes, "Do you guys have a football team?"
Oh. Did it get a laugh?
It got a laugh and booze simultaneously.
And booze, yeah. That's how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Well, let me close on this one. Here's a segue here. This year, the Rams drafted from a fire station to honor the L.A. firefighters. The Jets should have drafted from a police station because their decision makers need to be arrested. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you. Costaki Economopoulos. Costaki will be in Erie, PA, starting Thursday night?
Friday.
Friday night, okay. At Keller's Magic Comedy and Football Criticism Club.
Attorney's office.
Yes, very fine attorneys.
Thanks, Costaki.
Thank you very much. Time now to learn about the world of earbuds.
Father's Day's coming up. It's a big holiday I'm looking forward to. I always do every year. It's
June 15th.
June 15th, that's right. And that's where the perfect gift comes in. Raycon Everyday Earbuds with the 32-hour battery life. They've been upgraded, multi-point connectivity, quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery for dear old dad, and active noise cancellation, which is often difficult to find at such an accessible, dad-friendly price point. Raycon's Everyday Earbuds are available in all the colors, and they do have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy with no questions asked. This Father's Day, make dad happy with Raycon's Everyday Earbuds. And right now, you can get up to 15% off at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's up to 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chickster. Coming up, Christy Lee, what do you got over there?
Well, we're not done with music and sex. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about how much do you love a product, enough to get a tattoo of their barcode, and selling body parts. Yeah.
Okay.
After they're dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'd be really something.
A kidney or something.
Yeah, no, how about a hand? That's going to be pricey. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Didn't you have to be an usher like at your sister's wedding or something? What was that story?
Right. When you come out of boot, first of all, let me just say I was engaged once. And the girl kept the ring.
Oh, no.
That was 2 hours of salary gone. All right. No. When you come out of boot camp, you're ready for anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Outstanding. That's the attitude. Outstanding. That's the Marine Corps. When I came out of boot camp, my sister got married. She had me seat the people at her wedding. They'd come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down. Shut your pie hole. I don't want to be your friend. 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. We don't have all day. We are totally uncomfortable. Outstanding. Shut your cake hole or pie. What do you eat, cake or pie?
Oh, my God. Comedian Greg Hine.
Why can't we have single vows? How about some single vows?
Single vows?
I vow to be single?
How would that work?
Vows, do you promise to sit all by yourself in your quiet apartment with your frozen dinner and your stupid pet fish? Yeah! Never have a ride to or from the airport? Yeah! Sign me up! Parked the lot 88Z, schlepping your stuff.
But I want to clarify for Christy, because I know Christy's a big Catholic, and I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy as a kid, and I think Jesus is a great role model, but I think he's kind of like the popular guy in high school where everyone says they're his friend, but he wouldn't name you as one of his best friends. Yeah. Like if you asked him who his best friends were, he'd be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Matt Damon. And you'd be like, what about Mike Birbiglia? He'd be like, I feel like I'd recognize his face if I saw him, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Jesus has a lot of Twitter followers.
He does.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have a wedding agreement I'm putting together right now. I've been writing it over here. The girl's gonna have to sign this before I get married.
Okay.
Number one, at no time will your rear end be whiter than your shoulders. Okay. Number two, your eyebrows will number 2. Normal size, not super skinny or painted on, thus reflecting mental illness.
It's all making good sense so far.
So far, keep going,
We will have a dog for me to play with and for you to care for. Same with children.
By the way, Greg is serious about that. We've had that conversation where you don't say that in joke form.
No.
You don't do your version where you've said to me, I want a girl to marry who we can get a dog and she'll take care of the dog when I go on the road. And that's one of your prerequisites.
And pick me up at the airport in your SUV.
You've had this conversation.
Why limit it to an SUV? Why not a limo?
Because you want to drive.
Limo's a good idea, Bob. Good idea. I like limos.
So Dan, you're getting divorced. Huh?
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, even on like careers, I mean, it is tough, on the road, but we're just so different too. Like, comedy, and she is an electrical engineer. Very, very different worlds.
Okay.
Wow.
And I probably should have listened more too, because I realized after her doing that for 9 years, the only thing I know about her job is that it has to do with electricity and engineering, and that's it. It's so boring. Like, I hate it. Like, she would try and describe it to me, and she would use these technical words that I don't understand. And then she would dumb it down with smaller technical words I also don't understand.
Right.
So it would just be frustrating. Like, I would feel like some dumb monster just incapable of knowledge. Just like, me no like talk now. Dan Hart hurts. Dan Hart sad. I mean, seriously, the things she would say.
That's very good.
But it would be like, would you guys understand this if she's trying? I'd be like, what do you do? She's like,
are you asking us if we understand divorce?
No, the job.
Okay.
The job.
Oh, the job. Okay.
Like, okay, because this is the kind of thing she would say. I'm like, no, seriously though, what do you do?
Right.
She's like, well, right now I design schematics to handle the downtown power grid voltage distribution. What?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's the schematic do? She's like, well, schematic doesn't do anything. It just shows where the load's being carried. And I'd have to go 8th grade to make myself feel better. I'm like, well, I'll show you where the load's going to get carried. Dan happy now. Dan Hart is fun again.
She'd be like, Dan, I'm serious.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dan got big load.
Yeah.
Dan been on road.
The problem was it was so dry. I knew I'd have to work so hard, and then in the end, it would just suck anyway. It would just be something boring I wouldn't care about.
Right.
Sometimes I'd want to just say, look, just stop talking. Do you or do you not build robots? No?
Yeah.
Then why are we talking?
Right.
She could build a robot.
Yeah, I guess she
electrical
could.
engineer, sure.
Yeah.
I know. Why can't you do that?
She probably will.
Still.
Yep. Yes, one that
Replace me.
listens. Yeah.
Someone she can get along with.
Yeah. Who doesn't like meat? Hello.
Yes, that could very well happen.
Maybe kind of a dillbot.
Okay. I think that's
so
the
it likes
first time
pickles. All right. Okay.
Insulted someone's ex-wife on the air.
No. A dillbot makes perfect sense.
If she's an electrical engineer, she can, make her.
Yeah, make whatever she
Who
wants.
knows? I'm sure she's a lovely person.
I just picture my son saying, "My new daddy's a dillbot."
I'm not sure that.
Pat Godwin, Christy Lee, Ace Cosby. We're all here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. I was mentioning my dream last night.
Yes, you're naked in a treehouse in Manhattan.
Very odd.
Yeah.
Didn't have a phone. Didn't know how to get any clothes.
No phone, no motor car, not a single luxury.
No underpants. It's just terrible. Received a letter here from Zach.
Hello, Zach.
I heard you talking about it. I also heard you guys did a segment about driving naked. Now, that I have never really done except maybe to repark my car at my house.
You pull it out of the garage and then put it back in the garage? Is that what I'm hearing? You walk out to the driveway naked?
I think when I lived in a wooded area, there might have been an incident.
That's got to be
He goes,
just a horrendous sight.
Zach.
I bet people call their sheriffs.
Yes.
There's an alien in the Griswold's driveway. Look how pale and gray he is.
Zach writes, now the beginning of this is a little odd. This is probably an experience most of us have not had.
Okay.
Zach writes, I was taking care of a friend's pig.
All right.
Right there.
Okay.
How many times have I done that?
I got knocked over into the pig's slop shop.
I got knocked down.
Hey, Josh,
it was a big slop.
You ever told that to your best friend? No, I'll take care of the pig. You go on.
You take the ball.
I'm a good wingman.
Oh, yeah.
I had to strip down to my skin. I washed off with a hose. Then I had to drive home completely naked. I arrived at my house. I walked in the door. Just as I was walking in, the meter lady walked around from the back to see me standing there in all my goodness.
Excellent.
I walked past and nodded.
Nodded.
Thank you, Zach.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's a good story. Well, speaking of naked, in the realm of human sexuality, nakedness is often involved. Not always. But we have sex news today, Christy.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, but a Reddit post is making news this morning about bedroom music. 25-year-old said his girlfriend hated the song he played during sex, but never told him for 2 years.
Oh, you got to say something sooner, don't you?
He'd been using Hudson Mohawk's Seabat, believing it had perfect rhythm for lovemaking.
You want to hear it?
Sure, yeah. I don't know what this is.
This is an edit of Seabat.
I like the Hudson Hawk reference.
Yeah, here we go.
Real loud.
Turn it down, please. Turn it.
Can you hear it there, Clowny?
Oh, this is no wonder. I would ditch this guy.
You know what? I stand corrected. I love it.
This is dreadful.
Of course this drove her mad.
The guy's joking, right?
He said he created a playlist, timed his thrusts to the beat.
Oh, no.
And even kept the rhythm in his head after she asked him to stop the music. She finally confessed the tune was a major turnoff.
That sounds like a song you'd write and bring to your record company if you wanted to be dropped. Here you go.
Boy, I got to get out of this contract. Yeah.
He called the realization both annoying and embarrassing. To make matters worse, even though he had stopped playing the music while having sex, the user wrote that he still thrust to the tune in his head, which his girlfriend recognized and asked him to stop. He concluded with a recap that reads, quote, "She hates my lovemaking tunes and didn't tell me for over 2 years, making sex now awkward." By the way, after that post went viral, he posted that the relationship has since ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
she came to her senses. That is absolutely dreadful.
I don't know what's so dreadful about it.
Hey, baby.
Oh.
You're real hot now, aren't you?
There's no rhythm.
Well, it gets there.
It's only 9 minutes long.
Here, this is where the rhythm kicked in. Oh.
Yeah, real strange.
Yeah.
I find the best music. Well, it's not really just sonically to me. The NPR Planet Money podcast. That's what really gets me going.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a little dry. You see, a little economics for the old vag.
Do you guys think music is leaving the bedroom? I don't think people are listening to it like they used to when they have the lovemaking.
I don't think so. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
A recent poll reveals what specific music people do prefer to play, though.
All right.
During intimate activities, the top artist is a
Can I before you give the list? There's a downside to this, and that is you're automatically putting a unit of time that can be measured with the song. You know, if you
well, you don't just have one song; you'd have a playlist.
If you're, one shot Johnny,
hey, buddy Holly,
Peggy Sue, I'm finished.
90 seconds.
I couldn't get through Inagata Davida on a good day.
The top artists across sex playlists were The Weeknd, Kanye West, Deftones, Drake, and Lana Del Rey. Obviously, a younger demographic.
Huh.
The sexiest genres were pop, hip-hop rap, R&B soul, indie rock, and alternative.
Yeah.
Now,
Deftones can be sexy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm familiar with their work.
Don't know.
It's heavy but slow, and it's intense.
Listenable.
It can get intense. Some might say that, but many won't.
But it's no Seabat.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Nearly 50% of the respondents to the survey say they listen to music during sex. People who listened were 70% more likely to have had a threesome.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Well, I get that. You have two women, a lot of chatter.
You want to drown it out?
I'm putting music on.
65% said music significantly increased the duration of sex.
Ladies, I don't need to hear about the Outlander while we're trying to get through.
No. It's The Witcher.
And 3% admitted they've worn AirPods during lovemaking.
Really?
How many percent?
3?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Rude. Yeah.
What do you?
What, are you listening to an audiobook? What are you doing in there?
Calls.
I'm sure that's happened.
I'll bet.
I can see some Hollywood guy taking a phone call.
Have you answered the phone during sex?
Of course not.
What's the old Rodney Dangerfield joke? Man, my wife loves talking after sex. I hate those phone calls.
The implication there was
she called old Rodney saying, hey.
Now, if you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And that's Christy Lee right over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
And if you're just joining us, we've been talking about having music on during sex. There was a survey done by Zip Health. People who listen to hip-hop or rap during sex, according to the survey, last longest in bed.
Huh.
While EDM listeners last the shortest.
Interesting.
Would that Seabat be an EDM song?
Close to, yeah, it has to be in there.
More like an SHI song.
Is that right?
Yeah, or CRA.
Okay.
People who listen to hip-hop rap were most likely to have had sex in public, which I found a little interesting.
Wow.
Those who reported crying during sex tended to listen to reggae, folk, or blues.
Yeah, of course, folk. Yeah.
If I had a hammer.
Somebody starts crying during sex. You're an Iron and Wine fan, aren't you? Right?
Take care of the great Mandela.
You don't have paper or plastic. You have cloth totes, don't you? Yeah.
Right.
Those who said they listened to country music during sex were the most likely to have participated. Now, this is amazing.
I remember this. In anal, right?
In an orgy.
Oh.
And most likely to say they rarely or never use protection.
Hey, Tom, you're closer. Can you calm him down a little bit?
Pop music fans were the most likely to have had anal.
Okay.
50%, according to this survey.
Wow. There's your Lana Del Rey, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that on the increase, right? Or am I
anal?
Missing hearing?
Ugh.
I know analingus is. There's reports on that. That's a young man's game.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend brushing your teeth.
I've had a lot of comedians recently do jokes about that, and it's a bit disturbing.
Really?
A couple of guests said people go up, and it's like those jokes.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a lot of them.
People who tended to listen to metal during sex were the most likely to have a fetish and most likely to have participated in a threesome.
All right.
All right. Those are your people?
Yeah.
I think this is a very small sample size, frankly.
Yeah.
Judging by the...
Well, it has to be a younger.
Are you a music guy, Tom?
No.
Were
I mean,
you back in the
it's a
day?
bit.
Or?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, it's that kind of Jack Lemmon thing where you walk in, you hit a button, and...
That's what you want.
And then, you know...
Hi-fi comes on.
For Tom, Girl from Ipanema is the...
Yeah.
We're 25. What are we, halfway through the 25th year of this century, and you're still invoking Jack Lemmon?
You know, he's got that cool apartment, and hits one button, the lights dim, and a little bit of Girl from Ipanema pops on, and the martini bar slides out.
Is that how it is at your house?
No, that's always sort of my... You still have an adult view of things.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, God.
That poor girl.
2 years she listened to that. Yeah, damn.
I never said anything.
Yeah, she kept her trap shut.
God. She faked it the whole time, I guarantee it.
Boy, that is a silly song.
The only way I get the song to stop is to, okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. What else you got, Christy?
Pat, you ever put on your own album?
Let me think. No.
Please try it.
Oh, you haven't really?
I only 50% believe you.
Try it as a joke the next time.
It would not work.
Are you saying that Pat got an album, Hotel Pool, is a mood killer?
I would have to say that's a mood killer. For the first 10 years of my life, I did serious music, and I didn't even do it then. I had a couple albums out then.
Do you still have those?
Yeah, I have those. Yeah.
Are they on vinyl?
They're available out there in the world. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't think a whole lot of the vinyl CDs.
I know. We've only heard a couple of the tunes.
Yeah, Lighthouse and what's?
Big one was Lighthouse. That was not on an album. I knew that sucked early on. Circle City, of course, and the other song from that was called Young and Stupid. That came from that album. Yeah.
And it's a serious song?
Yeah, it's a pretty serious song. It's called Twist at the End.
What happens at the end?
Well, it's a twist. You also have to wait.
Turns out he's not as young as he said he was.
That's a twist.
That is a twist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Right now, it's time to talk with Mr. McGee about the value of your property, your stuff, your life, and your health at Simply Safe.
Simply Safe. The moment I arm my system for the compound, I know my home is protected and I have peace of mind. And Simply Safe can do that for you, too. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios with the cameras and the system. SimplySafeTom.com is their website. And with Simply Safe, millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security and greater peace of mind every time they arm their system because Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection, AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around... Oh, those lurkers acting suspiciously. Agents can see and talk to that lurker in real time, turn on spotlights, and even call the police, all before they have the chance to get inside your home. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Visit SimplySafeTom.com to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. Did you hear me? 50% off and the first month free, a professional monitoring plan. Go to SimplySafeTom.com. That's SimplySafeTom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
And, do you know there's a market out there for human body parts online? We're going to find out about its legality or lack thereof, et cetera, et cetera. Also, how about a nice barcode tattooed on your arm? Well, somebody did it. We'll see why when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It turns and sways. Okay. Well, thanks for the call. Have a great day today. We're going to move
And I've got one more thing. May I say one more thing? I've been waiting 20-some years for this. Is everybody listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Okay. Chick, go back 20-some years, 1998, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all weekend with me.
What?
There we go.
Yes. Finally.
I have, okay, whatever you say.
Okay, remember, and listen to this. You went by your real name when you checked in, and you invited me for the weekend. Now, wait.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get shot for this. And you ordered grapes and Miller Lite beer.
Yeah, that sounds like me, all right.
That's right.
Yep, that's me, okay.
Okay, Deborah, we got to go here. Christy, give me the teaser.
That couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Somehow I blame you.
Ah, boy. Where do we go from here?
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SILACINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
A look at their car is perhaps the best way to introduce the uninitiated to WFBQ Radio's morning team, Bob and Tom. The pink and camouflage junker features 3 hood ornaments, a bowling trophy, the hind quarter of a horse, and a jar of tartar sauce that will have to be explained elsewhere.
295 Night Ranger when you close your eyes. It's 8:42. You're with Bob and Tom on a 2 for Tuesday.
Good morning. Howdy. Great. Holmes. Sherlock. Let's play word association.
Okay.
Howdy.
Holmes.
Sherlock.
Holmes.
John C. With Bob and Tom.
Holmes.
The human tripod.
I see.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bob.
That's all right.
From 6 a.m. and for the next 4 hours, Bob Kavoyan and Tom Griswold fill the airwaves with jokes and pranks that range from silly to hilarious and from bawdy to sick.
Why is sex like air?
Why is sex like air? I give up, Bob.
Because it's no big thing unless you're not getting it.
They deliver a National Lampoon sort of humor that leaves the audience laughing while wondering how Q95 can broadcast some of the things they say.
Half the joke is in your mind. The joke isn't stated outright. Mm-hmm. The person has to put something into it to get something out of it.
Yeah, they're fun and
people like them.
People enjoy them.
They laugh at them. And there's an alternative. You can always change the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But people aren't. After 2 years on the air, Bob and Tom have taken Q95's morning show to the top of the volatile morning FM ratings. WFBQ is the 3rd radio station the zany team has worked for. After 6 years together, they've got the routine down pat. Bob runs the audio control board, plays straight man, and provides the program's famous laugh.
Amateur phylactics. Amazing concept, I think, and I think it's going to
Tom sits in a mound of notes and papers to provide the program's often quoted jokes and many of its voices.
Oh, hello, Mohandas.
Hello, Bob.
How are you?
Oh, I am fine today. Hello, Tom. Hi, Mohandas. You look very good today. Thank you so much, Mohandas.
Much of their banter is off the cuff, with an occasionally rehearsed punchline off mic during a song.
Only if it makes you late for the ceremony.
She's controversial. She's provocative. She's the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth Weisboner. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Dr.
Their regular spoof on Dr. Ruth Westheimer features some of their more risque humor.
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married?
Is it wrong to have sex before you're married? Well, no, as long as you're not late for the wedding.
Bob and Tom's task of filling 20 hours of airtime every week is made easier by several regular characters phoned in by people around town. Nightclub owner Sonny is a favorite.
Great approach. How are things going on at the track? I know you're running the mystery flesh tent this year.
Everything is going just fine, Dow. I bred that baby up, throw it in some shortening, and serve it up. It's the mystery flesh tent, Dow.
That's located, of course, in Turn 1.
It's right there in Turn 1 where people seem to be the most hungry and the least discriminating.
Other characters are voiced by regular visitors to the studio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Thank you, Don Bardo. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Q95 midday personality Jay Baker voices the spoof on Richard Nixon.
Now, do you remember Ronald Reagan visiting the German cemetery over the weekend?
Oh, that's right, yes.
The media referred to it as the Nazi cemetery. You know, I was the one that put him up to that.
I see.
I said, babes, this is going to be so beautiful for your career. Trust me on this one. I told him, I said, when I was a young boy, I heard the phrase, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. I said, Ronnie, you can't miss a whole field full of dead Nazis. You slide over there, you put the wreath down, the wreath, and you're cruising.
Bob and Tom say they get very few complaints from listeners as they poke fun at every special interest group imaginable, and station management has left them unrestrained on the limits of their humor. After 2 years, the result has been high ratings, a devoted following, and 2 happily transplanted Hoosiers who say they just might stay to grow old and gray on Q95.
Could be. It's very possible. In fact, it's already started.
Bob's getting gray.
Yeah. Tom's getting old. Yeah.
This is Greg Todd, Channel 6 News.
Oh, I feel so much better now. You know, Bob. Yes. I don't want to say that most of the women that you go out with have questionable morals or anything, but last night.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah.
They're really cool. This is one of my favorite shirts we've ever done. You can find them at bobandtom.com. Look for there's a black shirt, there's a white shirt, and there's another one.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. If you're looking for professional broadcasting, look somewhere else. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Hayes Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Got a little update here for you. Remember the story you had about the guy that quit his job and he learned how to sail by watching YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made it to Hawaii.
Wow.
A guy in Oregon. He quit his job and started putting it all over the internet, what he was doing, and along with his cat.
That's right.
Named Phoenix.
Yeah.
Well, according to this news account from the Associated Press, Mr. Oliver Widger was welcomed by cheering fans and the governor of Hawaii, Josh Green.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
At the Waikiki Yacht Club on Oahu.
How many cheering fans? 6.
I'm more concerned with the mayor of...
Governor.
The governor of Hawaii is Josh Green?
Yeah, I would have thought it would be,
I don't think any of all those letters are in the Hawaiian alphabet, now that I think about it. How did he get on the ballot?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just says a cheering and happy crowd.
All right.
A cat's least favorite thing. Happy people. Cheering.
Coming from a non-cat.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw him being interviewed by Anderson Cooper. They were on the boat, and the cat was evidently the captain of the boat. He was saying how much she was in charge. And I forget her name, but it was kind of cute. A rescue cat. I forget.
Aww.
Phoenix? What her name was.
Yeah. And yeah, that is correct.
Was it Phoenix?
And I guess he's saying he's going to go to Polynesia next, French Polynesia.
Oh.
But he taught himself to sail just by watching videos.
You know what?
But I guess he did okay.
He cashed in his 401k and took off.
I rebuilt a toilet on the inside thanks to YouTube videos. You never know what you might be able to do.
Really?
Yeah, replaced the flanger thing. And,
the flanger thing.
The ball cock?
Yeah, the ball cock. They've kind of come a long way from that. Now they've got this, well,
Sure.
You guys know this.
I've got like a canister thing that I have now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It's like a canister
It is.
instead of the
It's from Toto
thing with the
Toilets.
chain.
Toto.
Right.
Yeah.
Toto's a workhorse of the industry. They know how to flood.
And Chick knows his way around a toilet.
I know.
They know how to haul the mail.
Yeah.
The one without the ball cock, the Caitlin.
Yeah, they used to have that.
No.
They've changed the...
Yeah.
That's that's the kit you can change in existing.
Has that all been cut away, if you will?
That's the rumor, yeah.
Maybe sliced and tucked in, something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
You think?
Hey, look, you go public with it, you get what you deserve.
I'd always
okay?
heard they essentially empty it and then turn it inside out and tuck it in so it becomes the
because
the fleshy tube there.
The glans penis is where all the nerve endings are.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's your money spot.
So sorry there, Christy. Back to you. What do you got going over there at the news desk?
Let's see here. From the New York Post, a TikTok user's gone viral after displaying a new tattoo she has on her forearm. It's a functional rendition of a barcode. The woman, who calls herself Dew.
Right there, I'm out.
Is it a Mountain Dew thing?
No, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
No. That's exactly what I thought, Josh. Told Jam Press she initially thought of getting a barcode tattoo of broccoli or something silly.
That'd look good.
But then decided on Red Bull after thinking energy.
Oh.
The design features the barcode being munched on by a worm based on one of her sister's drawings.
Oh, really?
But now in the viral clip, you can see she goes to the supermarket and is able to scan her ink, and it successfully rings up a can of Red Bull.
Okay.
That's really something, huh?
Good for you.
I saw a lady online a couple days ago. She took her debit card. I guess it was a credit card, and she put it in a. It looked like a super-powered sander device, and sanded the credit card down to just the chip.
Right.
And the chip is, as you can tell, really small. And then she put it under her fingernail, an extension she had applied, and now she doesn't have to swipe her card. She just touches her finger to purchase this.
Wow.
We're getting pretty close to that.
Right there in her finger, like we will all have one day.
Yeah.
Or of those of you who got the COVID shot that you have swimming around in your body right now.
I thought that was the mark of the devil to do that.
Well, some feel that way. That was one of Tim Wilson's big things.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that, but
There was a guy who worked with one of the TV engineers way back in the day. He was real big about never having credit cards. Mark of the devil.
A lot of trains at TV
The
stations.
shipping's going to have trouble.
A lot of engineers.
now
Rich people are going to have their arms cut off.
I saw a guy. I told you the story before. A guy was in line at the cafeteria.
I would have given anything to witness this exchange between you and this guy.
This guy was at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Love the cafeteria. Had the girls with me, and the guy in front of me had a barcode on his neck.
Yeah, he did.
I couldn't help but ask. I said, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And it was Marlboro Lights. He said, and it worked.
Wow.
So
On the back of his neck.
right there.
That's a true scumbag.
Marlboro
guy.
Hey, you know.
Not practical. What? I mean,
Yeah,
think
why
about
not
it.
your hand?
What, are you going to lay on the scanner?
It was just his thing. I mean, this lady, what did she get? It's the
It's the Red Bull. Well, at least it's on her forearm, and she can just go.
But she's not even like a huge fan of the product. She just wanted it for the energy.
I understand she has a Plan B barcode tattooed just above her butt.
Well, you'd think that would be Plan B.
Yeah, I mean, because you're already there.
Right.
Barring any unusual drippage, I think.
Oh my goodness!
At my age, no, Pat, you and me, we should.
Times the show just come.
Pat, me and you, Pat, we should just go get Metamucil and Viagra tattoos.
You like being lumped in there? I did not.
I like.
What would you get a barcode of if
you had to?
Me?
Yeah,
Chick, you're a big fan of Diet Pepsi?
It would have to be Diet Pepsi. Yeah, I would think.
What do you purchase the most of?
Jeez, that's a great question. Right now, BAI is the only drink I drink right now.
Oh, buy drinks?
Yeah, buy.
So does my husband.
They're delicious.
Coconut?
What is it?
Yeah. BAI.
BAI.
10 calorie.
It's just a flavored water.
Never heard of
basically.
it.
Delicious, though.
That's what you buy the most?
Buy water.
The last 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, we get it delivered every 2 weeks. Yeah.
On your porch?
Isn't
give Pat your address?
Isn't
Pat? I know you can get free Bay water.
I want to say Timberlake is at the bottom of that, isn't he?
Is he?
Bye or something. That song they had.
Oh, really?
That's a
I
good
think so.
time.
And
That's
it's
a great idea.
BAI. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Josh, what do you buy the most? Fishing stuff?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if we're sticking with like food or drink, boy,
don't let me down here.
Salmon. Just say
tough
frozen.
question to ask.
Just say frozen pizza and get it over with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just say tombstone.
Frozen pizza. That'd be the answer.
Butter.
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 I don't know why I laughed.
Butter.
A 24-year-old man is in custody after he allegedly posed as a teenage boy at a high school in Ohio.
How old was he?
24.
Okay, all right.
WJW reports that Perrysburg police arrested the suspect, an Anthony E. Labrador Sierra.
Tony.
What a name. Earlier this month on felony charges of forgery. He's accused of using fake documents to enroll at and attend Harrisburg High School between January of 2024 and May of 2025.
Maybe he just wanted to learn.
The school district said the man had been placed under the guardianship of a local family, thinking it was a minor experiencing homelessness.
Oh.
He even played on the school's JV soccer and swim teams before his arrest.
JV?
Yeah.
He's 24. He couldn't make the varsity?
Yeah, well, it wasn't that good.
Can you imagine with your headspace right now going back to high school and being on the football team? Well, so much for being scared of anything, fellas. Let's go. Yeah.
Wow.
Boy. I wonder if he dated. I mean, that'd be the main reason to do this.
He was probably popular because he can just go into the liquor store. Hey,
Yes.
hey, Labrador man's here again. He's got a great fake ID.
Wow. I don't know.
Was that the? I'm trying to think. Was that 21 Jump Street? Was that the? He was a cop.
They were older. Went back into high school.
Yeah.
And then Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's how he wrote that book.
Oh, Cameron Crowe.
Cameron Crowe went back to.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. The book version of that.
I believe Drew Barrymore in the movie Never Been Kissed was playing some sort of. Well, what do you have a problem with? Drew
Never
Barrymore?
been kissed? Drew Barrymore? Yes, I didn't like that movie.
I agree.
She was at Studio 54 when she was 9, okay? Partying it up, buying cocaine.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Christy. We'll check in with other delights coming up in just a few minutes. We are once again in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Alex and Christian are both great competitors. That doesn't always translate to a smooth workplace.
Hydrate, hydrate.
Boom. Productivity around here? Not smooth. Excuse me 1 second, guys. That's it. One of you get me a coffee.
Want a barista quality coffee fast? With Java House, you just peel, pour, and enjoy. No complicated brewer needed. Amazingly smooth. Not smooth.
Now, I know you're a guy that cares about the way you look. You've got a nice suit on.
Yes, he looks very good this morning.
Bob Zaney, would you rather have a complete set of removable dentures or a full set of fang-shaped teeth?
And I'm assuming the fang-shaped teeth aren't removable?
Are permanent.
Yeah, they're permanent. In other words, your real smile would be
I'd rather have
fangs.
dentures.
Yeah.
I'll go the fangs because I'll tell you why. My teeth don't show when I smile.
Let's
See? It's not natural. My whole childhood was my dad going, show your teeth, like that. I look like I'm trying to poop. In every childhood photo. They just don't show, so it won't really matter if they're fangs. Okay?
I gotta see some of those.
Yeah. I swear to God, my dad, show your teeth, Bobby.
It does look like you're trying to once again drop a deuce.
I'm sorry, should I say drop a deuce?
I want to see those photos.
Wow, you're right, though. You can't see your teeth.
Look at little Bobby.
I know.
Oh, there he is.
The one that really sticks in my mind, we were at the Wax Museum in Buena Park.
Sure.
Right next to Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm, yeah.
And we get our picture taken, I think it's with Frankenstein.
Uh-huh.
So you get your photos, and then it's the whole family, and I'm like,
yeah,
in front with Frankenstein.
Now, what kind of vacations do you get? And since you travel so much, Jim, I would imagine that a vacation would be staying home.
Yes.
I know last summer you had you
went camping.
Your semi-disastrous camping experience.
It's my wife. I married this woman who loves to camp, and I'm indoorsy.
Yeah,
she always brings up camping's a tradition in my family. I'm like, hey, it was a tradition in everyone's family till we came up with the house.
Yeah.
My parents never took me camping. You know why? Because they loved me. You know? If it's so great outside, why are all the bugs trying to get in my house?
How true.
Boy, I'm with you on that.
Happy camper. Has anyone ever really been a happy camper? Because whenever we use that term, we're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
He is not a happy camper. Well, why don't we just call him a camper? He's miserable. You know who's a happy camper? The guy leaving the campsite. He's the happiest camper. He gets to take a shower.
Yeah.
It's a camping thing.
Camping. Are you a shower man versus a bathtub man?
I'm a neither. I'd rather do nothing.
Yeah, just lay in bed.
The shower, yeah, definitely. The bath thing, that seems like a lot of work.
It does.
That just seems, I don't know.
You have to wait.
Yeah, it's just you gotta figure out. You gotta stand up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like once I'm standing, I don't want to have to, sit down and then stand again. I'm that lazy. And chicks like,
You are talking my language. I never thought of that before.
and when you stand up out of a bath, don't you have all the suds on you too?
Yeah.
You're sitting in all that.
Then you got to go take a shower to clean out.
Then you have to rinse off.
Take a shower. I don't understand it.
And they're slippery. Old people get themselves broken hips all the time in them.
Yeah.
I hate bathtub showers more than anything.
Relaxing.
No, they're not.
No.
Yes, they are.
Well, not for me.
Men want to primarily do physics experiments involving flatulence. Basic stuff.
Oh, yeah. It really does bubble. How about that?
Hold a match to the surface of the water, that sort of thing. I would have never thought of that.
I've not thought of that either.
This is the first show
Now
in a
you're
long
going to
time.
want to take a bath.
I'm going to have to take a bath to see if it works
I
now.
have to take notes.
You guys don't take baths with your significant others?
Well, sure. I mean, I've done that.
Not if you want them to stay your significant others. Honey, let's take a bath. Why don't you do that? I got check out Sports Center.
You know what Christy wants? She wants a bubble bath.
And some sodomy.
That's exactly right.
No.
See, we have to
You
explain.
have to be very careful what you say, and it's taken out of context.
Family-friendly show.
That doesn't work. See, people don't realize that Christy didn't actually say that. Chick
And some sodomy.
Well, who is that then?
No, but I mean, she said it in a different
We were
context.
talking about something totally different.
I mean, you have it on tape.
Isolated, just-
You just keep playing it, right?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking. Do you see me moving?
Christy, what do you
And
want
some
for
sodomy.
Christmas?
Well,
now, Jim, now you're playing.
I want some nice.
Don't play
Christy
the game.
wants some perfume.
And some sodomy.
Okay. Wow. Do I have to come over there? I'm not feeling well.
All right.
That won't be on the TV show.
No.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I just.
I know. They come to you, right?
Right, well, kind of. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that, and she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, "I'm a writer," and I'm like, "Well, that's interesting. What do you write about?" She goes, "Well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping." And I'm like, "Why do you write about that?" She goes, "Well, that's what I do."
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
Fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
See, right.
Yeah.
So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
don't
gonna
know that.
Right? Because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's get
that'd be work
I
for her,
picture
though.
you tied to a ceiling fan and her saying goodbye.
Well, hold on, I'm writing that down. No, but here's what I could see. I go tied to ceiling fan.
Give her a good idea.
Yeah.
Wine, Total Wine and Beer. It's delightful and delicious. I surely highly recommend it. I know that
Please
I took
come
my
see our
dose.
program.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Lord help us.
Really a mess today.
Yeah.
It's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is here.
Hello.
And there's two of me here today because I am beside myself.
I don't blame you.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy?
Good.
All right. Okay.
I've got a very confusing letter here.
Yeah.
All right.
In your hands.
Remember how I mentioned that? Ever since the Pope became the Pope,
Yeah.
the new Pope,
Right.
that I'd been seeing Villanova. Suddenly noticed an inordinate amount of Villanova wear.
Yes.
Because the Pope graduated from Villanova.
Yes.
Correct.
And everyone is on to you. They want to know what the real story is, but you're sticking to what you've seen.
Three.
An amazing amount of Villanova sweatshirts.
According to this guy, it's not for the Pope. Because I thought they were just bragging on the fact that, hey, one of our alums, the Pope.
Right.
Oh, is this the Knicks angle?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like 3 of the starting 5 or something are
So
Knicks players.
That's a secret way to say you're a Knicks fan?
I guess so.
Well, there's also a phenomenon of if Villanova is in the news at all, you start noticing the shirts you wouldn't have. They were always there. You wouldn't have. It's like when you buy a car and then you start noticing how many of that same car are out there.
Oh, that's you see more because people know I have one. They want to be like,
yeah, because everyone, their aspirations are to be Tom.
Come drink our new beer in our driveway.
So now we got a bunch of drunks in the driveway. Want more beer?
Yes, demanding.
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
No. We're going to check in with Christy Lee. She's at. Wait a minute. We may have our special guest lined up. I was just stalling for a second, but that was a legit letter.
All right.
This may be David Malukas joining us on the big screen. There he is. Hey, how are you, David?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. You look great, and you got a real microphone, the whole deal. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'm at my house here, so this is my YouTube setup that I use for recording the YouTube videos. So yeah, I got the proper mic for it.
Now I know that you're. First of all, congratulations, and you are now officially the runner-up in the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. So
yes, yeah. Thank you very much. That definitely has a good ring to it. So we missed out by one, but I mean, things can change a lot in a year, so I'm very, very happy and very grateful.
Now, there was a situation in which you got swiped. Are they going to have to retake the podium shot?
Well, I mean, the Indy 500 is actually the only place where they don't do a podium. It's just the winners, so nothing to retake. It's just more of, I guess, the few posts and things that they did about being P3. But they didn't post anything until the official results were in. So not much needs to change from our side.
Well, that's cool. Now, you're a big gamer, I understand. So is this part of your gamer setup? So you've got a really awesome microphone and
yes, part of it. I mean, the microphone and everything is more for the YouTube videos, but yes, I am very, very big into gaming. Actually, this headset is from it. My other headphones died, so I had to use the gaming headset here.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. Do you play any of the games that involve any of the skills you have as a race car driver?
Well, there's this one game. It's called Snow Runner. I guess you kind of do it. It's more of like you're stuck in like rough terrain and need to try to get around it. So a little bit different. Maybe it helps me, coming into the box, work on my parking skills. But from a racing standpoint, maybe not.
You work for Mr. AJ Foyt. What's that like?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, AJ's told me so many cool stories from his past. And to be obviously a part of him with his team, it means a lot. I had a period in my life where I wanted to be a part of history, right? You have these big thoughts of what I want to do for my life. And I said, I want to be a part of history. And what better way to do it than, to do it by being a part of the Indy 500, being a part of IndyCar. And for me, the best way to do it is to be side by side with AJ Foyt Racing. So to see my name with his name, it's very special.
Yeah, and the name Malukas is kind of interesting. It's of Lithuanian heritage. Am I correct here?
That is correct. Yes. Yeah. I am. Both my parents are from Lithuania, so they came to America in '91 as soon as the Soviet Union collapsed.
So, do you speak Lithuanian?
I do. Yes, I do speak a little bit. I used to actually speak a lot when I was younger. It was actually my first language. I didn't actually speak English at a very young age until I went to school, but it's kind of slowly, fallen off a little bit, but I can still speak it. I just have a pretty, I guess, like American accent when I speak Lithuanian.
You speak English very, very well. Obviously,
thank you very much.
It took. So, are there any really cool Lithuanian curse words that you still remember?
Hey!
Oh, sorry. I mean, you're working with AJ Foyt. He can give you all the English ones.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's funny that you say that. So, Lithuanian is actually one of the 5 oldest languages in the world. So, we actually don't have curse words. So, all the curse words are just Russian curse words. So, there actually really isn't any. Because the language is so old, curse words didn't even exist.
Ask Mr. Foyt. I bet he can come up with a couple for you. We're speaking with David Malukas. Officially, the second place finisher in the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500. Toward the end, it got pretty scary out there. Were people in your ear telling you exactly what's happening at the time?
With the ending? Oh, you mean
they're telling
down
you
to the line?
Yeah, they're telling you what's happening, and are you able to even hear them, or are you just so concentrated on driving at that point?
I mean, to be fair, we got a new helmet and new microphone and everything, so it was actually very hard for them to hear me. And then I could kind of hear them, like lower speeds. I actually had to disconnect the Air 2 for a second just to hear them and reconnect it, just because there's so much airflow coming in. But no, they were, that whole last stint was obviously a high pressure scenario for us with everything coming down to the line. But things were looking good for us. I think we're actually going to have a chance to maybe kind of have a good battle for the lead. But the lap cars kind of came in and ruined the fun for us.
Now, you the second place finish at Indy 500 bested, is that the word, your career finish at St. Louis, correct, in the Bommarito. And that race is coming up on Father's Day weekend. You've got to be looking forward to that. You've done very well there in the past.
Yeah, I don't know. I love ovals, and the Bommaritos for me is where it all started in St. Louis. That was my first podium, my first probably big success in IndyCar, and the following year when I came back there, actually we got a P3, and then even last year for my half season that I ran after my injury, we qualified up there and we were making the pass for the lead until things kind of ended up going south for that ending there. But very excited to go back there, and we actually have a good start time at 8 p.m. So it's going to be a night race, which I'm just so excited for. It's going to be so cool driving under the lights at one of my favorite tracks.
Okay, well, David, it's been great talking to you. Best of luck, and we'll see you certainly next year for the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500, and maybe you'll be the big winner with the Borg Warner. Now, we can tell you something you may not know.
Oh, God.
The famous Borg Warner Trophy. You probably got a good look at it at some point, did you not?
Oh yeah, we have looked at it a lot.
Did you look at it carefully enough to notice the guy on top is naked?
Oh, yes. I have noticed that. I have noticed that,
okay.
yes.
Okay, because, I didn't know that until a couple days ago.
Like really naked.
Yeah, I mean, he's like naked. Everything's hanging out there.
He's definitely a grower, not a shower, too, by the way.
Well, he's got the checkered flag kind of covering some of the stuff. But yeah, he is naked. I did notice that. They were telling me to examine the faces, and then I was, doing the photos, looking around, and then I started looking up. I'm like, oh, he's just completely naked. I'm just going to keep moving on. That I didn't. Yeah, it kind of caught me by surprise as well. That definitely threw me off.
Well, maybe they'll sculpt your face on there next year.
Oh,
but congratulations on a great finish, and thanks so much for taking the time to call. We certainly appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
See you, David.
Bye,
Mr. David Malukas, young guy, handsome guy,
very articulate, very fun. I had
from
an
Chicago.
Opportunity to spend about a 45-minute interview with him once, and it was very fun, very entertaining. Good kid.
Cool.
Back when he was with Arrow McLaren and then got fired a week later, so I felt a little bad.
Apparently, your interview was to blame.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I always take everything personally. Not the mountain biking accident that he had.
Okay, let's move forward here. We have Christy Lee. She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
A former medical school morgue manager has admitted his role in the theft and sale of human body parts.
Oh, that's grisly.
Federal prosecutors said Cedric Lodge. That sounds like somewhere you'd stay. You want to stay at the Cedric Lodge?
No, there's body parts in it.
Yeah, pleaded guilty to interstate transport of
There's
stolen
nothing,
human remains.
Nothing available at Cedric Lodge. It's booked. Stop.
Nothing. You're telling me I couldn't get a room?
No, not a room.
Authorities said Mr. Lodge, his wife, and others were part of a nationwide network of people who bought and sold human remains stolen from Harvard University and a mortuary in Arkansas.
I have a question.
Making a stew? What are they?
Who buys them?
Yeah, what? I mean, hey, we're putting on Hamlet.
Yeah, we need a very, very realistic Yorick.
I got fresh Yorick.
Remains
I knew him when he had hair.
Hands, feet.
Nope, you're right. Go ahead. Hands and feet.
Hands, feet, spines, and heads. The 57-year-old could face up to 10 years in prison. Authorities have said the dissected portions of cadavers donated to the school were taken without the school's knowledge or permission.
Why?
There's a market, Tom.
Yeah, I wonder what it is, though.
Why?
I don't know.
Underground supper clubs?
Oh, God.
The guy's a monster, okay?
Yeah.
Bet they charge an arm and a leg.
There's no doubt. I mean, you can get.
Yes, you have something to
Arm and a leg.
Charge an arm and a leg for a skull. You see, ironic, I guess.
It's very ironic. Don't lose your head. And
I seriously do. I keep asking the same question. Who'd want one?
I don't know. It's a shame that the story doesn't say what the hell somebody would use these for.
Are there not like legitimate medical uses? Are there?
I will look it up and.
Or lesser universities who want a cheap skull.
I've heard that medical students use like pig hooves and feet and things to practice sutures and stuff like that.
Yes, pigs are like as close to humans.
But they do get cadavers. But I'm sure you know, for some people that's the only way they're ever going to get into Harvard. Once you're dead, we'll get you in.
Sounds like we're going to have a lot of empty spaces soon, but.
Wow.
Yale is my safety morgue.
Well, we'll have to explore that coming up.
Horrible.
Right now, let's switch gears. We have coming up elephants in the news, dragons in the news, and beasts all coming up in the news, as well as books. It's very exciting. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show. Books, yeah. Well, that's the interesting thing. The books turn out to be fake. But right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. And we were talking about the fact that this is a month that has been dedicated to examining the world of mental health and kind of getting rid of the stigma about counseling and seeing a therapist. And some new stats are out there. A lot of men are facing immense pressure to perform, to provide, to keep it together. And it's stated here that 6 million men are suffering from depression in the United States, often undiagnosed. This is where therapy can come in, and BetterHelp is all about making access to therapy significantly easier because the therapy's done online. You'll be participating with, there's actually 10 million people have been trying out this program. 35,000 licensed therapists are participating. The way it works is you'll fill out a questionnaire and be hitched up to one of those therapists, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional fee, but they'll try to find a therapist that can deal with the situation that you want to talk about. And the therapy, once again, done online. This is the largest online therapy provider in the world. BetterHelp, providing access to mental health professionals, and once again, with a diverse variety of expertise. Get all the information at BetterHelp.com. I recommend going to BetterHelp.com/BT show. That will knock 10% off the fee for the first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, we have elephants, dragons, and more from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Check McGee. Check
said earlier, he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite coinciding. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people.
Oh, yeah, feel it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay, you got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? You better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? On your mark. Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep going, Chip. The cow's leaning over towards you. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks section of a jersey? She falls over. Stay with her. Hang in there. Stay with her. Hold her back. Bill, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chip. And time. It's over, Chip. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already.
Smiley's ahead. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you did.
Well, we have a sit. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this down. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Rich? You know, like his milk, you make garbage pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there are kids here. They should have seen this. We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
all right.
Okay.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Man, they got so much stuff in here. This is badass. I swear to God it is. You wouldn't think a radio station have so many pictures. Ah, look. It's Bob and Tom. Man, something about that don't look right. Let's see if we can make it better. One down. Perfect. Hey, Christy.
Hey, what are you doing here, Donnie? You're not allowed back here.
No, it's Homeland Security. I'm supposed to come back here and check you for humps today.
You're not going to get your hands
Show. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby. We're here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick, and hello, Tom.
Got some animal information for you.
Oh, learn us.
We got some animals in the news today. We always like seeing animals in the news.
Yes.
We got some that Josh would like. We got the bearded dragon in the news.
Oh.
You're a big fan of
slang for something?
No,
bearded dragon.
It sounds like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A pet bearded dragon being hailed as a hero in Washington State.
They always seem wiser, don't they, with that beard?
Sure.
A sage-like.
The South King Fire Department reports a fire started in the bathroom of a home while the resident, a man identified only as Donald, was taking a nap. Despite smoke alarms going off, Donald didn't wake up. But his bearded dragon spiked, jumped on Donald's face to wake him. Once awake, Donald was able to quickly put out the fire before it spread beyond the bathroom.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really trying to save the owner. He was trying to save himself, I assume.
Well, you want to let the person in charge know, right?
This bearded dragon's a hero.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
he
agree.
is.
Filthy lizard hero.
Wouldn't be as good of a TV show as Lassie. You know, I mean, every week, Lassie. First of all, who builds their house that close to a lot of mines? Remember that every week there'd be, the old abandoned mine.
I believe there was a mine, there was a refinery, there were forests, there were airstrip.
Was Lassie must-see TV for you guys?
No, I never bought it. It never worked for me.
Well, you're a little older.
It was always Sunday mornings in syndication.
Yeah.
When I grew up.
Just for June Lockhart.
June Lockhart was pretty?
Lockhart was pretty, yeah.
And all the lassies were boy dogs.
Yeah, we know, Tom.
So they were laddies.
They were laddies. Yeah, they really were. Yeah. They put a little merkin on them to hide the dangler.
So even with dogs, a woman couldn't get a job.
That's right.
That's right, Christy.
It was a sad state of affairs.
It was.
Although they had
hiring men.
They had a sweet old lady who was hand knitting the dog pubic merkins.
Yeah.
Zelda, you got the new merkin? Got to cover up Lassie. I want to have the pink lipstick showing on TV.
Scientists have discovered chimpanzees use medicinal leaves to perform first aid and to clean up after sex.
Oh. They had new ape wipes.
Researchers studied 2 communities of chimpanzees in the Budongo forest.
Oh, the Budongo, of course. That's the Budongo.
And discovered that the primates treated their own wounds as well as the injuries of other chimps with plants. The plants that were used for external care turned out to have chemical properties which could improve wound healing.
How about that?
Scientists also documented hygiene behaviors, including cleaning up after themselves with leaves after sex and after defecating.
Okay, so they...
A little toilet paper action.
Yeah. And not enough rabbits around. That's what the bears use.
Yeah. Hey, does poop stick to your fur? Why do you ask? That old...
What's the name of the forest again?
Budongo.
Budongo?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that sound like it's the forest shaped like a giant butt?
Don't you want your jungles to sound like that, though?
Yeah.
The Waka Waka jungle.
What's nice to know that they're hygiene conscious.
Animals are amazing.
Very similar to us, Tom, in very many ways.
That'd be a cool gig, going to the Budongo forest and watch the chimps.
Mm-hmm.
Till they tear you asunder.
Jane Goodall.
Rip your face off. That's going to be bad.
Close to them. Stay far away.
Who knows? You might do something that's reprehensible in the chimp world.
Yeah, that's the
you
thing.
have no
You don't
idea.
know.
What will set them off?
You didn't scratch your ear, did you? Oh, my God.
Oh, well, no wonder you don't have a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very strong.
Yeah. At Karachi Safari Park in Pakistan, 2 elephants there are being treated for tuberculosis with a remarkable routine, 400 pills a day each.
Whoa.
The elephants.
God, I can barely get my dog to take one. Got to wrap it in steak.
Marubala and Malika get human TB meds hidden in fruit, sweets, and custom rice balls.
So they're not
laced
suppositories.
with molasses.
That'd be rough. That'd be one rough gig. Hold still, Madubala.
3. There's got to be a way to make elephant-sized pills.
right.
Isn't there?
Isn't it just a football?
Come on.
Early on, much like Tom's dogs, they spit out the pills but have since adapted. The treatment is led by Sri Lankan vet Dr. Boudica Bandara and will continue for several months.
I want you to want me.
Yes.
Oh, not Budokan.
That's live at Budokan.
I'm sorry.
Staff wear masks and scrubs to avoid infection since TB remains widespread in Pakistan.
I didn't know elephants could even get it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Wow. Do they don't give them to them one at a time, I'm assuming.
I can't imagine. No.
No.
They just...
You'd be here all day.
Well, no, a bunch hidden probably in a papaya.
Yeah.
Maybe a mango.
I said that. Yeah, they put them in.
This says they do have. Oh, they do have
custom rice bowls.
Oh, this says they do have suppositories. Unfortunately, the last intern who applied one has yet to be found.
No. Well, they did find a shoe.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the video of the elephant backing up on that guy?
Yes. Yeah. His head goes right into the anus of the elephant.
Very funny.
And then he removes his head and just vomits immediately.
Look at
him.
Tom and I were watching the video just howling.
See, and the next time you complain about one of these videos.
If you're thinking you're having a bad day.
Remember, that video exists because all the other technology.
I mean, it goes right in. Everything about it had to have been
That's
awful.
just a bad
Plus, the
deal.
guy could have ended up dying from getting stomped on.
Right.
So
you have the smell, which is already, but you also, the heat must have been awful.
The panic.
The way it pinched, you know what I mean? Because you know.
The view.
Yeah, the panic. I can't breathe.
Yeah, the view.
Oh.
Everything about it.
I'm so sorry. If you're just joining us.
Glad I missed that.
Okay. If you're just joining us, by the way, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you on deck. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and that lady over there is Miss Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
I can't get out of my head.
I know, right? Yep. Cicada brood 14 expected to emerge in 13 states this year. Gene Kritsky, a professor at Mount St. Joseph University, Georgia, Kentucky, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. Kentucky and Tennessee will probably get the most cicadas this year, while large numbers are also expected in Georgia and the Carolinas. Experts said it takes about 2 full weeks for the great bulk of the cicadas to come out. Once out of the ground, they stick around for about 6 weeks. We all know how much fun that is.
I don't mind them. I think it's always kind of cool.
We keep missing it. Check local listings.
Yeah.
We keep.
Oh, our year's coming.
I remember the one year where they were so incredibly loud, and then of course the afternoon news guy, they get some local chef. I know you can cook these.
Cicada pancakes. No.
Oh, thank you.
I got real food here.
Yes, thankfully we don't have to eat.
Thank you,
We
Chef
don't have to eat bugs.
The dirt bug.
The dirt bug.
Okay.
The city of Albuquerque will start using tax revenue from the cannabis sale to fund a basic income program.
No way.
$4.02 million, Josh, has been appropriated for the Cannabis Equity and Community Reinvestment Fund. The program will involve 80 households that will receive monthly guaranteed income support of $750.
How do they decide who gets it?
That's a great question. I have no more information. I don't know.
Star Trek claims this was the answer to all problems.
Really?
Yes.
What's that?
Taxing marijuana?
No, basic income.
Oh yeah, so for the folks that need the cash.
No, for everyone worldwide in Star Trek. They just went, okay, everybody gets this.
Isn't that socialism?
It's got its problems.
Well, it'd be great for the stoners. You don't have to work.
The more they smoke, maybe the more money they get.
Sit around the shanty.
Odds are they're
Right,
going to
Ben?
work anyway.
Good buzz on.
Get a good buzz on.
Do you have a song about marijuana?
Jonathan Edwards does.
Yeah, we were just doing Jonathan Edwards.
About to sit around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on.
Oh.
It's a great song.
That is a good
You
one.
don't?
Well, I've heard it here. It's the only time I've ever heard it.
Oh, yeah.
So in other words, the tax from the marijuana will go to.
Yeah, not the actual.
They're not getting free marijuana.
And they're not giving it to the people that are smoking. Well, I don't know. Maybe they are smoking the marijuana. I don't.
So it's kind of cool. If you lose your job because you failed a drug test, you've been supporting yourself and you're paying it forward. Anyone?
Something like that.
There's something illogically stupid about that. I think I deserves a chuckle.
But so illogically stupid, I imagine a government somewhere is doing it.
Yes, you're robbing Peter to pay for pot or something. Wait a minute. No, you're not buying them. They've already bought the pot.
Isn't that a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see. What do we have here? A newspaper is under fire for publishing a summer book list. We all like to read in the summer, right?
Sure, you get your beach reads, they say.
Yeah, right. Vacation reads. But this one was written with an AI feature, and apparently had non-existent books on it.
Oh, I read. Yeah, I heard about this. This is really funny.
Appeared in Heat Index, Your Guide to the Best of Summer, a special section distributed in Sunday's Chicago Sun-Times and the Philadelphia Inquirer. The piece's author, Marco Buscaglia, admitted to using AI to help in his research.
Yeah, I did it.
Didn't
So
double
it
check.
just gave a bunch of fake books.
Didn't double check what.
Should have
it
known. You
produced.
see some of these titles? The Catcher in the Dugout.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, they really should have.
They don't work in the bakery, do they?
As a result, more than half of the books listed were fake. The content distributor, King Features, says it has fired Mr. Buscaglia after this particular article.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you got tired. You don't feel like writing that day.
Don't defend this guy.
No.
I think it's pretty fun. I really don't. I'd like to see what the actual titles were. Are they in the story? The fake titles that this guy just made up?
I don't know.
Or that AI just made up is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder how does it create them out of whole cloth?
Maybe they're books that are like fictional from movies or TV. You know what I'm saying? Like a fake.
Oh.
The character was an author.
Oh,
and
that
wrote
makes
it.
sense.
Oh, yeah, that could be very good, very good.
I'm trying to find it here for you.
Yeah, I don't see it here in the.
So instead of War and Peace, it'd be War. What is it good for?
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
Say it again. Yeah. All right. A new study casts doubt on a phenomenon that was previously believed to show water flowing on the surface of Mars. Since the 1970s, scientists have studied dark streaks seen on Mars's cliff sides and crater walls. The streaks tend to be hundreds of meters long. Some believe the streaks are proof of flowing water on the planet.
Oh, well, they call them the streaks.
And could suggest the red planet is home to habitable environments.
Oh, look, Ethel.
Other scientists believe the streaks are caused by dry processes like rock falls or wind gusts.
I see.
What color are they?
They're just dark streaks. It doesn't say what color they are.
One scientist claimed that they're Martian dogs scooting across the carpet.
Well, I know the brown streaks on Uranus. They know the source of those.
So even the Martian dogs scoot across carpet.
That's right.
Huh.
Who knew? Christy Lee is reporting from the Silac Insurance News Desk, and this portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. As most of you know, the stock market's been on let's just say, a rocky ride. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, much more so than it has been prior to the last several months. So that's called market volatility. This is where annuities come in. With an annuity, you don't have to worry about that. The Silac Insurance Company, well, they're the experts in annuities. They're designed to protect your retirement so you have guaranteed income coming in when you say it's time to put everything away and just go play golf. Whatever you're going to do in retirement, you want to make sure that you've got that money coming in. So don't stress about retirement money running out. With an annuity, that won't happen. You can't outlive your money. See what the Silac Insurance Company can do for you with an annuity. Some restrictions apply. To learn more, just visit silacins.com, and that's SILAC. The Silac Insurance Company. Another way to easily find them, by the way, is just take your phone and call pound 250 and then say the keywords lifetime income. That's pound 250 and just say lifetime income and get information about an annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. We even have a link at bobandtom.com. Silac Insurance Company. Annuities. Plan on it. Live on it. Thank you very much, Silac. We are coming right back with more frivolity and news from the world of the post office coming your way. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. What is it, Tom?
San Francisco's gay Jewish congregation, Shah Ar-Zahav, has dedicated its new synagogue. This is true, with 2 members engaging in the ceremonial blowing of the ram's horn.
KIZZFM.
Kiz.
Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it! Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed. Golly, Earl, that might be a pretty good idea.
I killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. I'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using
They've
laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash.
Your color's back to your face?
Oh, I was gray this morning.
So is yours, Tony.
Tony, you're...
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Well, look at that. Christopher Walken.
The tribute to Christopher Walken.
Marsupials dog.
Designed by one of your fans.
Indeed. Beautiful.
Christopher Walken, one of your main men.
Oh, yes, please. Every morning is good. When you're him. Celebrated a birthday this past week. Feel younger. Not sure how. Must be booze.
Could be.
Because it ain't the vegetables. I can tell you that.
And you met Christopher Walken long after you developed the impression,
Didn't you do the
right?
whole star ceremony with him on Hollywood Boulevard?
Bigger. He had his hands and feet and signature in the imprint of cement in front of the Chinese theater there.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, and they asked me to be one of the 2 speakers at this thing, and I'd never met him. And I was honored, and yet I couldn't help think, how far down the list did they have to go? Before you pick the guy
down to the P's
who impersonates, right? In fact, deep into the P's.
That's way over half the alphabet, I think. Isn't it? Yeah,
I believe it is.
We got to D. De Niro. Can't make it.
So I show up to that thing, and they take me inside the theater where they had him before the ceremony out front, and I see him in the flesh for the first time, and he looks over and sees me, and he goes, "Hi! They told me you were coming. Thanks." And I'm thinking, he's doing the voice.
That's the best I've ever heard.
It's way better than mine.
He's nailing it.
Yeah. But I did see him coming out of a party not too long ago in Los Angeles. I don't know if I told you guys this. And I was walking out of this house, and they're standing at the end of the driveway alone. Was Christopher Walken. I hadn't seen him inside the party, but here he is, looking completely lost. I'm not sure why I was surprised at that. But so I told him to say, "Hey, Chris, everything right?" Stranded.
Stranded.
I've been searching for over an hour for the bastards who brought me. It's clear to me now. They're gone.
Oh, my God.
And my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who brings him to a party and says, he's at the bar, let's go?
They ditched him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm Donnie Baker, and I'm going to be a pro baseball player. I swear to God I am. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing. The fact remains, I'm probably the best player I know of. My Little League coach held me back because his son had a decent curveball. There's a certain range I've got, but I basically put my hopes in this. I had a full-ride scholarship to play ball at the University of Phoenix, but I had Tommy John surgery on both knees, so can we stop now? I'm also a pitcher. I can pitch. I've got what they call a rubber arm. I can throw right-handed for days. I can throw left-handed for days. A lot of people, you know, I'm basically amphibious. So I've told coaches before, put me on the mound. The secret to pitching for me is I like to check the runner when there's nobody on base. Throws a hitter off. I swear to God it does. This is third base. I've been there before, but usually it was after proms, man. But I probably know more about the scoring position than anybody I know of. Basically, my knowledge of the game, I've been taught in different ways, but I've also invented things. I like to get my lead at third base backwards. That way the pitcher thinks there's nobody even here. It's a lot easier to steal home, and with my martial arts expertise, I've been trained at Discount Karate to scissor kick the catcher, and I could even break his karate artery if I had to. So there's no chance of a Pete Rose situation at home. I'll win it every time, especially if I got my Wolf shirt on.
Chuck, thank you very much. Get ready to say goodbye to Chuck. He's retiring. But if you see him, be sure to bug him about the weather, okay?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Christy Lee, Ace Cosby, all here. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
I understand Pat has a song for me. Is that right?
Yeah. Coming up. But first, we got two songs. We'll send you out with your song, Chick. But first, we had this marijuana story. Was it Albuquerque?
Yes.
The taxes from the marijuana are being used to help people that don't have an income.
Correct.
Kind of an interesting thing to do. This is a different sort of thing. As you know, most of us here are dog people.
We shall go babies.
We've got good doggies. And
big sweetie.
Their favorite thing is playing with me. A couple interesting stories here. Veterinarians are warning people that discarded marijuana joints are posing a hazard to pets, particularly in places where people can smoke and use cannabis products in the open. Because dogs can eat discarded joints and edibles, and there's been a steep rise in the poisoning of animals, according to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. A major increase. So they're asking you to be careful. So if your dog should eat one. By the way, if they do,
yeah.
When you say stay, it's a lot easier for them because just don't give your dogs a pot.
It's like don't blow smoke in their face. Don't give them don't give them beers. You know
they may like it.
And here's the story. Another a guy is same deal, warning dog owners to be careful. His dog, Mr. Stephen Davidson's dog, accidentally ate some cannabis products. He said his West Highland Terrier, who was typically quote lovable and clingy, became lethargic and was this is a funny quote. He was acting as if quote he was away with the fairies.
That is an interesting description.
No kidding.
I am not either.
Don't hassle me, man.
This is just some guy talking to a reporter.
My grandpa once used that phrase to describe one of my cousins. I don't think he meant...
He'd moved to New York City, hanging around Studio 54, was he? Okay.
He likes it. What can you do, though?
This dog had to be put on a drip and be given special medication to get the cannabis out of his system. So,
yeah, dogs don't want or need to be high.
No, they're high on life.
Yeah.
Man, they are, aren't they?
They sure are.
Look to the dog.
Yes.
Yeah, make them listen to Fish for 2 hours and take a nap in the sunshine. Pat, do you have a tribute to this?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I had a joint that I found. Oh, man, it was incredible. I wish they made a dog bone that was a marijuana edible. I'm going to lay around the doghouse, mama, and put a good buzz on. But, you know, it's tough to roll a doobie. With these paws, I just can't do it. I ate my master's stash. Can't look high last time he knew it. I'm going to lay around the doghouse, mama, Put a good buzz on. Let me hear you one time. Oh, we're all gonna lay around the doghouse, Mama. Put a good buzz on.
Where are my balls?
Where are my balls?
I wish I had a pizza. I'm too stoned to chase those birds. I could eat a case of White Castle, but I'll settle for these turds. I'm gonna lay around the doghouse, Mama. Put a good buzz on. Dog, I took it.
That's a knockoff from the Jonathan Edwards tune we were mentioning earlier, Christy.
Yeah.
Gonna lay around the shanty, Mama, and put a good buzz on.
Never heard that.
Have you ever had one of the men in your life refer to you as Mama?
Hey, Mama.
No.
Get over here, Mama.
No.
My old lady, Mama.
No,
I'm going to take my mama out tonight.
My mama likes it. I don't care for it. Mama likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, now, Pat, are you going to...
Are you around couples that ever do that?
Well, by the same token, I don't care to hear someone call somebody daddy.
Yeah.
I don't care for that either.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm with
Daddy.
you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
so good.
That's
But you like it in the bedroom, though.
No, I don't.
No.
I had a girl one time. She was like, she kept calling me daddy, and then she was like, and she goes, "Will you be my daddy?"
Oh.
What are you talking? What do I have to start paying for your car insurance? No,
your health care.
Yeah, I'm not putting you on my phone plan.
Now, Pat, it's no secret that Chick McGee is going off on a little vacation.
I'm out of here. My daughter said I want to go to Aruba, and I want you to go. And I go, I don't have any choice. I got to go. Got to go to Aruba. This is so this is unlike me. I don't want to do it, but I'm going.
It's the best. You can enjoy yourself.
I know.
Why would you not want to go?
I don't know. I'll get down there. I'll let you know.
You'll love it.
Yeah, we'll see. It's Aruba.
You're going to love
Just lay on the beach.
I need a passport, for God's sake.
Do they have...
You had one, didn't you?
What the hell?
What do you do there?
See, I'm with Tom on that. Yeah, I don't know.
You'll
They have a
relax.
casino.
You want to hear about it? I'll tell you.
All right.
Oh, you know.
It's going to have a blast. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
It's called Vacation Fling. I met a cute little party girl down here in Aruba.
Yes, this sounds exactly.
It's a vacation fling, just a 2-week thing. I met her while learning to scuba.
Scuba.
We do the bimbo limbo. We do the bimbo limbo. Getting down and dirty, going all the way. Doing the bimbo limbo. Let's hear it, Shaggy. She's satisfied with the limbo stick. She just lays back and it does the trick. She's satisfied with the limbo stick. She just lays back and it does the trick. Oh, I met her at Aruba Rays doing flaming shots of rum. Next thing you know, we're naked on the beach, asking each other to come and do the bimbo limbo.
Bimbo limbo.
With the legs akimbo. Hope the little lady isn't falling in love. Oh, doing the bimbo limbo. Shaggy! She's satisfied with the limbo stick. With the bartender John and the DJ Rick. What? She's satisfied with the limbo stick. With the pool boy Frankie and another chick. We're all doing, the bimbo limbo. Chick, have a great time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How low can you go?
Oh, are you good at the limbo, Christy?
Oh, I haven't done it in a while. I'm short to the ground. Is that what you mean?
I'm long waisted. I can't be a limbo with long waist. It's no good.
Yeah, I've never been able to do it.
I was a gymnast, so my back arches a little bit.
Maybe if I had one of those crawler things that mechanics use.
Well,
lie down and just shove me under.
Performance enhancing. You can't do that.
No.
Some of those people are amazing.
I don't know much about Aruba.
It's gorgeous.
I've been there.
It's out in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Venezuela's right there, though. Curaçao's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
Oh, so it's a long haul.
It's quite a ways, yeah.
It's windy. I remember
Is it,
that. They have a topless beach.
Yes, they do.
Oh, you've been there, Pat?
I plan to be topless on the beach. Oh, yeah.
You've been to the topless beach?
Yeah, sure.
You know what you can see on a
there.
topless beach?
Boobies.
A topless beach. That's right. Oftentimes.
They have a casino there. I saw a wonderful one.
I've been told there are casinos everywhere, is what I was told. So, I don't know. I'm not a big casino guy either.
I think you're going to have some nice fruity drinks on the beach.
Is that right?
Enjoy yourself.
Nice,
All right. Chats.
nice naps.
In the words of Pat's son, do they have Wi-Fi?
Of course they have Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Yeah, they do have Wi-Fi, yeah.
Oh, so you'll be okay.
It's a pretty money island, if you know what I mean.
I would think so.
It's a good one.
What does that mean?
Means some of the Caribbean is not where it's a money island.
Yeah,
They got money.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
You could do that thing where you get flown around in a parachute behind a boat.
I did that once.
Parasailing?
Yeah, that
I did that once, and I will never do it again. No, sir. Because you're the one who talked him into dipping me. Do you remember that?
That was the best, yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, he tipped him.
Yeah, that's fun, though. I did that. I remember, what was the name of that place again? Rusty Harness.
Rusty Harness had
Rusty Harness
He had a
parasailing.
wonderful operation, but an awkward name for a parasailing outfit. I'm not sure what he was thinking. But,
That was really the name of the.
No, but I remember noticing the rust on the harness as I was dangling hundreds of feet above. And I'll tell you what I did notice. There, you could see huge sharks looking below.
Yeah, that's the shark's house. Remember,
Yeah, that is the house, the shark's house, and you could see him down there.
Oh, that guy, I guess. Didn't he finish his little swim around Martha's Vineyard?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning.
And once again, this is the 50th anniversary of the release of the movie Jaws, and he said that sharks have been maligned, so he decided to swim around
Martha's Vineyard.
He did it for several hours a day for a couple
Over
of weeks.
6
right?
hours a day, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been funny if he'd been eaten by a shark.
Oh.
I bet his fingers are pruny.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, he did make it.
Yes.
So good for him. Are they re-releasing Jaws in the movie in a movie
They
theater?
are later this summer.
Yeah,
Well, be 4th of July weekend, I would think, right?
That's when the movie takes place, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's 50, right? 50th anniversary?
It's a great movie. If you, I watched it again, the entire movie again, just over Christmas. So.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
One of my daughters is obsessed with sharks, so we.
Did she like Jaws?
Yeah. Then she made me watch. What's the one with the gigantic shark? The
Meg.
The Meg, and then the Meg 2.
The Meg and the Meg 2.
Yeah, those.
You love your children, don't you?
Yeah, those are just so dumb.
They are big dumb fun. Yeah.
Yeah, they're dumb fun.
Yeah.
They are really dumb.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us and putting up with our dumbness. We, of course, are reporting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.